Okay, so welcome back to the Call of the Neverdeep, everybody. Nice to be your dungeon master one more time. Oh my goodness. Last week. Wow. A lot of running around in circles. Don't you remember at the day one, you started here, right here, and you ended right here. So that was interesting.
We're just sightseeing, explore and stuff. It's important.
It is important. Old Mogred wasn't too happy with you, though. Um, I won't say anything more about the mission and so on that you're on, because you'll be encountering some people in the not too distant future who might not be aware of that. So I'll leave that you guys up to that to roleplay or do whatever you like with. But last week, after your second day of in the swamp, you decided, since you're all so messed up, who's got all those points of exhaustion? Was it Gil?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yep.
hoarding them up.
Yeah, 2 points, I believe, wasn't it? So half movement speed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not good. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay, so, and last week you decided, you saw this boneyard and this tower. The tower was leading slightly, the bottom layer was in the swamp. Excuse me. And you decided, well, let's sort out this tower first and maybe get a long rest here because you guys really need it, having done so terribly in the swamp. So that's where we'll pick it up from this week. As you explore the tower. Now, if you remember, yeah. So you're heading up this tower. I believe Cadus was leading the way with Morgren and everybody. This was a dilapidated laboratory of some sorts, but you searched through it, nothing but junk. So, mighty band of as yet unnamed adventurers, what would you like to do?
I would keep going upstairs.
Okay, stealthily or just heading on up?
Definitely stealthily, because again, we were kind of like not wanting to go to sleep unless we were sure no one was here.
Okay, I'll assume everybody else is stealthing as well then. So why don't you all make me a stealth rolls? We'll see some nice, healthy big rolls to start with.
Gil is naturally as stealthy as a tomb is right now because, as I believe, he's still resting on a tomb shoulder as he's being carried.
Okay.
So I will roll for stealth as to how silently I'm hanging on.
Oh, oh. Oh, what was I saying about good rolls to start the session? Oh my goodness. Let's do
Yeah,
Mordred as well.
mine was glitching for a sec, so.
That
Oh,
wait,
That's off
it's
to
at
a
disadvantage.
great start.
everybody is glitching. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my goodness. And just to
Okay,
point
yeah.
out, Gil got, not Gil, Mulgrid got 3. Actually, I should make his rolls public. I'll make his rolls public. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen such a terrible stealth roll. So, good work. Okay, we'll go.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody, nobody roll above a 10.
Well, that's common here.
This feels like a survival checks trying to get lost in the forest.
No,
Yep.
the best roll in there was a 4. On the dice.
Yay!
And it was a
Okay.
disadvantage, so it got down again.
Oh dear, just not good. Okay, but Cadus, you do progress up the stairs. You think you're perfectly stealthy, but we'll get there in a second. Yeah, you see this kind of opens up onto a platform here. Obviously, there's more spider webs here and doors through here. You can see the doors are open. They've rotted. They've fallen off their hinges. And you can peer easily into these rooms here. They appear to be some type of library of some sort. From what you can see from their cadence, though, rotten books everywhere. Books and swamps don't generally go together.
Okay. I will walk forward, assuming I'm being stealthy.
Gators, is there a bed yet?
Maybe if you want to lay on some rotten books.
Well, I'm currently lying on an elephant, so is that any better?
Well, we should go up, perhaps.
Probably.
Doom, let's go up.
Hatum,
Come
could you just clean the spider webs so I don't in my hair? If that's okay.
Sure.
Sorry, no.
Thank you. Going up.
Okay. A little bit
Feel like
cramped up
very
here,
last-
but there you go. And there are lots of spider webs here. As I said to Cadus, you can see through here and see some rotten books. Probably a library of some description, but yeah, this looks like a rotten pile of paper, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if we're not interested in a pile of rotting books, we could always continue upstairs unless you guys want to try to sleep here. Does anyone else want to look at these rooms with me?
Oh, it looks like they're resting in peace. Maybe we should rest in peace here as well.
It's a bit musty.
mean-
Let's try to find some beds or bedrolls or. Yeah.
Well, we got the
Sounds
bedrooms
good.
with us, right? If you guys clean up the place, I'm more than happy to sleep here, to be honest. I mean, it's better than the swamp. I will appreciate that.
You
Is
are
the
more
room
than welcome
completely-
to clean it yourself.
No, I'll wait for somebody else to do that. Thank you. I will be doing the watch for sure.
Okay.
Do we know how high up in the tower we are at the moment? Like, do we know more or less like how many floors there are versus how far we've?
Yep,
Kinda
there's one
went.
more floor above you, and then there's a roof on top of that.
Okay. Well, so far nobody's home. We can probably have a one good old peeker for the last room. What do you say?
Just to make sure that we're safe.
Okay, so Cadus, looks like you're heading on up.
Yep.
So
I get-
you arrive here, and these doors are actually closed. These three doors. Sigvard, looks like you're heading up too.
I mean, maybe they'll have a bed up there, better than books. Yeah.
By the way, is it completely dark or should I just refresh my Roll20?
No, it's not completely dark. Let me just put a light source in there.
Oh yeah.
That should be better.
There seems to be a lot of rooms here, but all the doors are closed, so I guess we'll just take a peek.
Okay, Margaret comes up too. Gil, you heading on up?
Yeah,
you're
I'm
with-
with Hatum all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
So Hatum, be the legs. I'll be the motivation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
It's
more spider webs, and as I said, these three doors are all closed.
I will try to open this door quietly.
Okay. So you gradually just lean on it. Open it as quietly as you can, but with your stealth roll of 6, it's not terribly stealthy. And worse yet, it seems something here was waiting for you as you guys made an absolute racket downstairs. So as you open the door, Cadus, this spider prepared there and waiting for you. It is... Oops, sorry, 1 second. Get something quite organized. Okay. Oh, I'm still not there. Sorry, just things are being a little weird for me here. There we go. Nope. You can go away. And you can come down here. And... Okay. Yes, so as you open the door, there's a spider in there waiting for you. And it just shoots these webs at you, Cadus. Just woof, 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 woof. And let's see if these web hits. Just one more funny thing I need to do. Just to be absolute ready for this. Okay, sorry about this. Okay, so the webs just whoosh, shoot out straight at you. And because it was sitting there and waiting for you, Cadis, it's going to get advantage on this roll. And it rolls a 21 on that. Which is going to hit. And I need you to make me... Oh, you don't make anything. In fact, you get restrained right there in a bunch of webbings as they wrap all around you. And that is where we'll pick up. And if everybody can roll initiative, we will get into this.
Do I roll initiative at disadvantage as well?
Yes, because it's an ability check.
And it was...
Do we also roll initiative?
No. No.
Well, there we go. A 2 and a 3.
Excellent. We're off to a good start. Okay.
Oh, that's more than one.
Oh, we can see your initiative rolls, by the way.
Oh, that's all right.
Those are
Yeah.
supposed to be hidden.
They're public anyway, but that's fine. I see what you're saying now. Okay, I'll fix that in just a second. Okay.
Sirenscape is silent, by the way, I guess.
Yep, we'll get you in just a second.
It's quite a badass spider.
Okay, let's make sure Sirenscape's working. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. Spider battle initiated. Okay, so and look, the giant spider who shoots Cadis. Oh, there we go. Okay, the spider that shoots Cadis and encases her in a web immediately scuttles up on her, comes out right next to her, bearing its fangs. And because you're restrained, Cadis, it's going to get advantage on its rolls, and you're going to get disadvantage on your rolls. Okay, so comes just scuttling towards you with its fangs open, comes and bites at you. And it gets an 18, Cadis, which is going to pierce right through your armor. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, very good.
Nice.
So you feel that the toxins sinking into you. They don't quite get into you, though. You push off the worst of it. But you do take 4 piercing and 4 points of piercing damage. Sorry, 4 piercing, 4 poison. For a total of 8 points of damage. Spider shoots you with its web, scuttles out. Hey, Cadis, thinking, man, this has gone bad. Things get a little worse for you guys, though. As a spider scuttles out and kind of crashes through the door, comes right next to you, Sigvard, and actually going to crash through the door, and from there, it's going to shoot some spider webs at you. Once again, it hits with a dirty 20, and you are encased in spider webs as well. These guys rolled really well. And another spider comes. And it comes scuttling down from a hatch on the roof there. So it's coming down from the roof for a hatch on the ceiling. It's upside down on the wall. And it looks at Gil. And once again, it's going to shoot the web at Gil. Oh, but this time I roll a 2 and a 1 on the dice. So, web shoots past you, doesn't hit. Cadis, you're encased in these webs, unable to move. What do you do?
attempt to get them off of me.
Okay. So if you could make me a strength check. It's a straight strength check to try and bust out of it. You're encased in the webbing still. And that's your action. So unless you've got a bonus action, Cadus, that'll be your turn.
Yep.
Okay. And after the spider shoots at you, Gil, it's actually scuttled back upstairs, out of sight. Gonna pop down the hatch. And then a fourth spider scuttles down from above. Once again, hanging upside down. Gonna shoot its web at you, and this time it rolls a 12, so whoosh, misses you, and that spider scuttles upstairs once again. Hartoom, it's your turn.
Yeah, I think perhaps Gil is before me.
I wasn't part of that. Yeah.
I think
My
you have
initiative
to.
is full.
Yeah, you have to click your token before you hit.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I did.
what was your initiative anyway?
Full.
Okay, so I'll put you here above of Hartoom. Gil,
Okay, so I've got just a quick question. Can I do Bardic Inspiration and a spell on the same round? Or do they both count as spells?
no, they don't count as spells. As long
Okay.
as your spell is a bonus action spell. But yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay, cool. So then first I will dismount her tomb, I guess. Very gracefully kind of just slide down to the bottom to my own feet. And
Ask you to make an acrobatics check. The DC is not going to be hard. In fact, it's
Oh, yeah,
only
but that's-
DC 5.
it's a disadvantage, so who knows?
Okay, you slide off. No
Yeah. Wobbly legged, I hit the ground, and as I kind of use the tomb's legs to keep me upright, I will cast. Where are you now? Heroism on her tomb.
Okay.
So for those, do I just click it, or how does this work? For the people to see. Okay. So he gets 3 temporary hit points per round as long as I can concentrate on him. And then can I see Cadus? Is she in line of sight with me?
You can see here she's wrapped up in webs, but you can.
Hey, Cadus! Cadus! You can do it! You can do it! And I'll hit her with Bardic Inspiration to be able to get out of there.
Okay, excellent, nice. Heroism cast, concentration, 3 hit points. Excellent. Hartoon, you are up.
Oh, this is bad. I'll block this entrance. See if we can deal with these two first. Let's see. And I'll bless Sigvard, Cadis, and I bless Gil, Sigvard, and Cadis.
Okay, so all the players here, apart from yourself. Just mark everybody appropriately. Okay, so Gil, Cadis, and Sigvard, you feel the holy energy of the Luxon embracing you, guiding your blows as Bless is cast. Okay.
Yes, I'll try to block this entrance with my back. Yeah, but you stand in the way of
Entrance is
him.
right here. This is where the spiders came down. It's from
Oh,
a
yeah,
Track,
well.
track door and
Okay, I'll stand here then.
so you're trying to blocking the spiders from coming down the stairs. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sigvard, you feel a little bit better with the blessing coming on. You are encased in this webbing though, and the spiders are ready to pounce again.
Is the web around my hair, or is it just like torso, legs?
All of the above.
It's important. Oh, okay.
All of them.
It's very important for me. But regardless, I'm just gonna look at the spider, hold the puke, and try to get out first. And
Okay.
can I do athletics for this, or?
Strength. Just purely strength.
It's purely strength. Plus D4, right?
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Ooh.
Oh, no,
Good.
sorry, no, I'm getting confused with guild. No, that's fine. And roll a
Okay.
d4 on top of that for the bless. Oh, no, don't get a bless for this.
17.
But regardless, you do break free of the webbing.
And that's full action, right? Or is that...
No, that's your action.
Ah, okay. I will reluctantly get closer just to the spider. Just
Okay.
hold up my shield. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So, Sigvard, breaking free. Cadus is in a bit of a trouble, though. It's still restrained in the webs. The creature's going to try and bite her at advantage once again. And that's going to hit again, Cadus. You have the AC of 14. Oh, you watch the spider dig its claws and its teeth into Cadus. And then Cadus falls limp in its grasp as you take 12 points of damage. Actually, even if you make your saving throw, it's not going to help you, Cadus, as you watched her wrapped up inside of the spider web. And the spider just, curling her around in a classic spider action. Cadus is in a bit of trouble. The giant spider next to you, Gil, is going to try and web you. And it gets its web back. Shoot the web at you again. Oh, this time it misses and crashes against the far wall. It's going to stay there. The giant spider from the roof. It's going to pop down. Whoops. It's going to pop down from the ceiling. Get its web back. It gets its web back again. Shoots at you, Hartoom. Rolls an 11. Scuttles back up to the roof. Cadus. Oh, for the first time in this adventure, perhaps. Make me a death saving throw.
And what do I roll for that?
Just a
20?
plain old D20. Yep.
Can you
Yes,
add a
okay.
plus to that?
Does that
Oh,
No.
Technically, you are blessed. Technically, this is a saving throw, so technically you can add a D4 to that. So,
and you can add Bardic Inspiration. No.
oh, well, 4 is enough. I mean, 1's a disaster because that would be 2 failed death saving throws. So it's only 1 failed death saving throw. So, thanks to the bless. Still
Just
in
a
a
quick
bit-
one. Is Mugrid coming to help us, or is he just watching from behind?
Morgrid didn't roll initiative. I'll give Morgrid a turn and then we'll get back to him. Okay, so Morgrid is going to see the spider that's on Cadus, goes around here, brings out his longbow, takes careful aim at the spider, unleashes his bow. Damn spiders! And shoots, and that will hit with a 15 as his arrow soars across, digs in deep to the spider, doing 8 piercing damage. 15 does hit. Yes, 15 does hit, and the spider recoils back, but it's got its lunch, as it seems, and actually, I think Morgan will take his turn, then he missed the other turn, so he'll shoot another arrow at the same spider. This time,
At which spider is he shooting? Sorry.
the one that's on Cadus. This one.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, Hartoom.
oh. Is everything okay in there? I can't see.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Don't worry. I got this. But Katie's doesn't though. She might need some help.
Peek around the corner. Oh, this is bad. Luxon, save this creature. And it's gonna cast Healing Word on Cadus for
Nice.
7 hit points.
So, Cadus, with a start, you come back to life. You're effectively prone on the ground as the spider has got you in its grips. But then you kind of slip a little bit and get out of its grips. But it's still not looking good, Cadus. But at least you're on 7 hit points. Is that your turn, Gil? Hartoom?
Nope, I'm gonna use my action to call upon the Luxon to burn this spider with Sacred Flame. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Let's get the stick saving throw done first. I think a 12 fails, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so your Sacred Flame shoots, lights up the spiders, 7 radiant damage. The spider that's on Cadus is looking a little messed up, but it's definitely alive. Let's see what it does its own turn. Sigvard, still covered in web.
Gil.
Oh, sorry,
I
Gil.
think my Gil skipped. Gil is sluggishly going to move here with his maximum movement of 15 per round. He actually doesn't have a lot that he could offer from here, or that he would like to. So he's going to take his dagger here from his belt, and he is going to aim it at the spider here by Cadus. And he is going to chuck a dagger at it.
Okay. The one on Cadus, got it. Okay.
And it's at disadvantage anyways, but I don't know if that hurts.
No,
Sorry,
your
that's-
attacks aren't at disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, it is, right? All things are at disadvantage.
No, your ability checks.
Let's
and
as well.
movement.
Wonderful.
Attack
Okay,
rolls
cool.
yet,
So
not
the
saving throws yet.
limit is 10.
Regardless, you throw it and it just bounces off the spider's
Bless.
thick carapace. Oh,
I kind of
bless.
just shrug.
Bless. You might hit with bless.
What's that?
Four on the dice. D4.
1d4.
If you roll a 4, you will. So unfortunately, 12 is not good enough, and it just glances off the spider's thick hide. Okay.
I shrug and call on to Sigvard to save us all.
Sigvard, you ready to save us all?
I'm nearly there, don't worry, they're gonna die soon. Is shove a full action?
Yes.
Like shoving. Okay. And closing the door, is that also a full action, or?
The door's destroyed. You're effectively
Oh.
standing on the door at the moment.
Well, there's my great plan. I'm gonna just attack it then.
All right.
20 to hit. I don't think I need
Even
less.
without the bless, that hits. 20 hits. Carve into
Four.
the spider.
9 damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my ground there.
Okay, cool. So hacking into the spider, it's annoyed. It's getting ready to have a go at you. Oops, skipped my spider's turn. Still prone on the ground, still restrained by webs. Cadus, it comes in for another bite attack. Rolls a 7
Rude.
at advantage. So it's stabbing down at you, and you just managed to roll out of the way. The spider up top is going
My
to...
spider, you skip that one now. Maybe just the 2 turns of 2 spiders. No?
Yeah, they all get their turns in a row. The spider pops down, sees Hatum there. It's going to fire webbing at her. Oh, it's going to maybe fire webbing. No, it's not going to fire webbing. But it's going to scuttle down on the roof, come next to Hatum, bring out its fangs. And does a 15 hit Hatum?
Nope. Nope.
Oh, your armor saves you. And then the spider's going to stay there. Cadus.
Again, very angrily trying to break out of this webbing.
Okay. Strength check. Oh, still stuck, buddy.
She does have bardic
You
inspiration.
do
and
have
bless,
inspiration
or-
if you want to use it.
And what does that mean exactly?
You can add a d6 to any
it.
attack roll or ability check or saving throw.
Ah,
Ah, yeah. Unfortunately, an 8 doesn't do it, even with a bardic inspiration.
Rip.
I'll tell you, it's a DC 12, so with a 6 on the dice, it would have made it. But unfortunately, still struggling in the spider web. Okay, another spider. The 4th spider pops through, and it does get its attack back. So it's going to try a web at Hatum. Boosh. Oh, and it rolls a 10, so it just bounces. I can imagine you're going to dodge that one. And then it scuttles back up to the top of the roof. Morgrid. He sees Cadus in a lot of trouble. And he takes careful aim with his longbow. He says, "Die, spider!" And he gets a beautiful hit on the spider. Arrow digs deep in. And that's 9 points of damage. Your spider's looking pretty messed up, Cadus. That's the good news. Hatum.
Right. I don't really want to move away. Guess I'm gonna try to just burn it with the light of the Luxon from where I'm standing. So dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Stick save. Ooh, an 18. So you fire your sacred flame, but whoosh, it goes wide and crashes against this far wall.
Yes. Well, that's okay.
Okay. Gil.
And Gil's on mute. Since his dagger went wide, what's the range for disadvantage shooting with a bow?
Point blank.
Point blank. Okay, cool. So he will take his harp and he will like make it like nice and stance against the wooden. I assume it's whatever the floor type is, and he will notch an arrow and aim at the one here by Cadus.
Okay.
And he will hope to let it fly true. Okay, let's go for that one. That is
Your
an
arrow
18.
does fly through, even without your bless. That's a hit.
Nice, and it will then go for 7 piercing damage. And he will just stay where he is at the moment.
Gil. How do
Yeah.
you want to do it?
Oh, wonderful. Exhausted. He will actually half like lean against the wall where he's at. Use that as aim. And then just go for it. He'll actually like half close his eyes and just let it rip. He doesn't even see how he does it.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, one of the spiders is dead thanks to Gil's blind shot. Sigvard.
Well, I've got attack again with longsword really. And that's not gonna cut it. Okay. Just gonna keep holding the shield.
Okay.
I need some help here, guys. I mean, I don't really, but I do. Please.
You got this. It's okay.
I know I do, but some help.
Okay, the spider regains its web shooting ability. It's going to fire its web at you. Rolls a dirty 20, which is going to hit you. And you get completely encased in webbing yourself. Your attack's disadvantage, attacks on you have advantage. And that's the giant spider's turn. Okay, the one next to you, Hachu, is going to try and web you. Doesn't get its
I'm gonna use
ability
my-
back.
Okay.
But it will try and bite you, a straight roll. Ooh,
I'll use my warding flare to impose disadvantage.
when do you state that?
As a reaction when it attacks me.
For an attack, it can... But do I tell you the roll first, or do you just do
I'm not sure. I see an attack that when I'm attacked, I use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attacker.
Is this
Yeah,
like
it does
camera?
say before the attacker hits or misses, so I guess he wouldn't know.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so you warding flare goes up, and the spider's fangs just dig deep into the woodwork. It struggles for a little bit and gets back. So was it going to hit? Was it going to miss? Not going to say, but regardless, net effect spider miss. Cadus, at least you don't have a big spider next to you, but you're still encased in webs.
Mumbling very loudly, trying to rip through out of this again.
Okay, strength check. Nope.
Does bless help here or no? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's a strength check. So
Okay, cool.
for that reason, no. I think you technically rolled a strength save there, but regardless, it's not going to matter. Okay, spider, whoosh, pops down from the roof again. Sees Hartoon there. It's going to shoot the webs at you. Oh, what was it? 7 again. Scuttles back up on the roof. Morgrid gets his longbow ready. Takes a shot at the one next to Sigvard. Goes wide. Goes, damn it! Get out the way, Sigvard! Your big head's blocking my vision! Hartoon.
Oh. Yeah, try to burn it with the light of the Luxon again. Or no. I'm gonna try to look to the other side and try to burn the one next to Sigvard with Sacred Flame.
What's the DC?
14.
Erupts around on the one next to Sigvard. That's a hit.
Ooh, nice.
So 8 points of radiant damage. Okay, got it. Nice. Okay, Gil. One next to Sigvard is once again looking pretty messed up. You did well last time. Can you make your shot again? Let's see. Assuming you want to.
It literally felt to Gil as if he just batted his eyes and deja vu doing exactly the same thing. And he's like wondering why he's aiming a little bit more left this time, but he doesn't really care. And he's gonna let one rip again. For a wonderful 14.
14 hits.
Aye.
Without the rest of 14 hits. Once again, arrow shoots across, digs into it. Roll
This
damage.
time, his second eye closes for 8 damage.
Okay, the arrow takes out a couple of its eyes and goops on pours out the front of its head, but it is not dead.
Sorry, Sig, you got this.
Sigvard, what do? You're encased in the webs.
What
Can
did
attack.
you just call me, Gil?
Sig,
Tig. Nobody ever called me that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna attack at disadvantage at the spider.
Okay,
Since I'm blessed, I would test my luck.
that hits. Yep, that hits.
There you
14
go.
is his armor class.
For 6.
Ooh. Despite the disadvantage, despite being covered in webs, you managed to carve through this spider. How would you like to kill the spider, Sigvard?
Oh, it'll be the less graceful. He's just so disgusted with the situation, just started smacking at the spider. Just die! Die! There we go.
And it dies. You're still restrained by the spider webbing.
Yeah.
This spider is going to prepare an action, so it doesn't actually attack you, Hatun. Okay, Cadus! Oh, Cadus, buddy!
Muffled cursing. Gonna try again to get out of here.
Ah, natural 20. Cheer!
Thank goodness.
Okay, so you can break free of the webbing, and you have movement if you'd like to stand up.
I will stand up.
Oh, sorry, my phone
Hey, Cade.
took red there for a second. Cadus, do you stand up? You have some movement left, but it was your action to get out.
I will stay where I'm at.
Okay, cool. But you are finally free of the attack. Oh, yes. Okay, spider comes down. Sees you, Hartoon. It is going to shoot its webbing at you. What's your AC? Is it 17?
Warding Flare.
How many times can you do warding flare? Is that a
4 times.
4 times.
Up to my wisdom modifier, and then I have to long rest to get them back.
Okay, cool. But with a 17 and an 18 at disadvantage, so 17. That's going to
hits.
hit you. Yeah. And you get encased by the webbing. Unable to move. This spider jumps back up. This spider is going to take its prepared action and try to bite you at advantage. Oh man, at advantage it rolls a 14. Shit, my big plan doesn't come together. So despite the webbing, it tries to stick its fangs into you. And miss. Morgan says, Hatum! Go low! It shoots his longbow. Hits with a 19. As the arrow pierces into the creature. First points of damage it takes 6 points of damage. Hatum, what do you do?
I guess I'll try to break free. That's a pure strength, right?
Pure strength, yep.
Okay.
No.
Oh, good, you struggle. Your movement is 0, so unless you've got a bonus action, that'll be it.
No.
Okay, Gil.
Well, if it ain't broken, fix it. And he's going to use his slashy slash to move there. Can I see the spider from here? Is he visible around this corner? Or do
this
I need to
spider
move
here.
another one?
No, you can shoot
Yep.
from here. You're going to shoot this spider. It's just
Yep.
coming down the staircase, and it's quite large, so no problem.
Yeah, it's like third time lucky. He might just turn himself. Because he believes he is the luckiest person in the world. And he will aim with the short bow. For a full 9.
You are blessed.
Will it make a difference?
No, it won't make a difference, actually. Even if you roll a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so arrow just whoosh, goes wide. Pings into this firewall.
He is going to be too tired to even move back. He's just going to slouch there against the wall.
Okay, Sigvard, still encased in webbing, but the spider in front of you is dead.
Yeah, I'll try to break free now.
Okay, straight strength check. Oh man. Oh, good. Okay, unless you got a bonus action.
I'll
Are you good? Okay.
Am I blinded when I'm restrained on this webbing?
No.
Okay.
The net effect is movement is 0, attacks against you have advantage, and your attacks are at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'll use warding flare if it attacks.
Okay.
Just shine brightly in the web.
Nope. Let me think about this. Nope, that's not what happens. The spider picks you up and drags you up onto the roof.
Oh no!
I mean, honestly, normally I think that'd be a grapple check, but I think a spider, if you're encased in its webbing, it can just do it automatically. So that's why I never rolled for that. You do see a couple of other people up here, Hatum, that are also encased in webbing. They look unconscious, though. They are not moving. I don't know if we're going to trust these mysterious people or shoot them dead. It's up to you. But Cadus, you can move!
Holy shit, it just took a tomb.
Oh, wait, what? I missed that.
Actually, you're right about there.
I'll pick up Gil's dagger and bring it back to him.
somebody give me a hand real quick.
I'll
Do that too.
I'll bow to Cadus, but it will be out of exhaustion. It will actually just kind of pick it up, picking up the dagger from her.
Okay.
And
so
and then
Cadus,
yeah.
you can either try and free Sigvard yourself, or give Sigvard advantage. It's up to you.
I'll give him advantage because I'm not strong.
Okay, so that'll be your turn getting Sigvard ready, and when it's his turn, he'll get advantage on it. Okay.
Groovy.
This is what happens, Hatum. I'm not going to explain it because no one else can see it.
Can I use warding flare?
You can. Oh, and it turns into one of these, so you'll be happy about that. Otherwise, it would have hit with a 21, so count yourself lucky. More grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a hatch door above him. He needs to make an athletics check to pull himself up there. And a 10, 11 is enough. And he pops up right here. Ah, shit! Everybody, up top, Hartoom's in deep trouble. Deep trouble, Hartoom. What would you like to do?
The other figures were unconscious, as I noticed.
Yeah, thoroughly wrapped in webs and not reacting to your presence at all.
I guess Toom should frantically just try to move around and just panically cast Sacred Flame at the closest spider, just glowing himself with intense brightness.
So dexterity saving throw, it rolls an 11, which I believe will miss. So the Sacred Flame erupts. Which one are you attacking?
This one, I guess.
Okay, so the Sacred Flame erupts on it. It looks annoyed, but it's still very much alive. These ones have hardly been damaged. Gil! Hartoom went up a hatch here, as did Morgrid. What do you do?
Gil almost thought that he dreamt that, but it looks like it's a real threat. He will use his movement and to dash to be able to get there, because I don't think otherwise, I'm not 100% sure how far I can move, but I think I can make it to here with movement and dashing.
Yep. And if you want to pull yourself up onto the ceiling, I would need an athletics check, I guess. Or,
I can do this in my sleep. Yeah, no, I can do this in my sleep.
Disadvantage.
Athletics or acrobatics?
No, just athletics.
Oh boy. Okay.
Pull yourself up.
Hell yes.
You fail to pull yourself up.
13.
Just too exhausted to make that extra step.
I'm even too exhausted to hold on, so I'll just like leave the ledge again and just go stand again on my floor. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Sigvard, at advantage, make me a strength check.
18, there you go.
Nice.
You are free. That is your action. And you have your
Thank you so much, Cadis. Thank you.
High five.
I appreciate it. Yeah, high five. Whatever that is. I'll do a fist bump. Because I'll be awkward. And then I'm gonna run up here and... Gil, do you need help going up now? Are you okay there, buddy?
And that's all it does. Like, it takes my energy to talk too much. Like, I'll just point in the direction of where it needs to go. Like, up there.
Good. That's all I can do right now, yeah.
Okay, cool. But you're free at least, thanks to the assist from Cadis there. Do I assume Warding Flare, Hatu?
Oh yeah, my last one.
I rolls a 14 at disadvantage, so that's gonna miss. So yeah, they keep on trying to bite you in these bright lights. Keep on erupting around you. Safe for now. Still maintaining concentration. Cadis!
I will move, and I guess I'll just wait.
Okay. Okay, so move there. You can... Yeah, okay, cool. Giant spider. Sorry, do you have... Is this your last one, or you have one more wooden flare?
No, I used them.
Yeah,
my reaction as well, so yeah.
Oh, true. This time, that's going to hit with a 24.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And make a constitution saving throw.
Oof.
Okay, so you would take 4 plus 4, 8 points of damage. 4 piercing, 4 poison.
That's okay. I guess I need to make another to maintain Bless.
Oh, you do. That's true. Thank you for saying that. Yep, Bless is maintained. No problem. Morgred puts down his longbow. Brings out his long sword. And he's just going to drop down his shield. He's going to swing it at two-handed with his long sword. Booms! Makes an excellent connection. Ugh, just for 3 points of slashing damage, though. Hang in there, Hatoum! Help is coming! Hatoum.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I get 3 temporary hit points back due to Gil's heroism. That's good. And then I'll do the same thing as before. Try to frantically burst with light and get this one burnt with the light of the Luxon.
Okay, so dex
So
saving
dexterity.
throw. Ooh, 22. So Sacred Flame does go off, but just shoots out into the swamp side. Okay, Gil.
Can Hatoum hear me from where I am?
You don't know?
Okay, so I'm just going to scream at the loudest that I can as a bonus action scream. Hatoum, we are coming! Don't worry, we're coming! And hope that he can hear me with bardic inspiration.
You don't need to be able to see him, he just needs to be able to hear you?
Yeah, a bonus action, a creature other than yourself that you can hear, that can hear you gains an inspiration die.
Okay, I will say the bardic inspiration hits.
And then
Thank you.
he will try with best his luck to pull himself up here again.
Okay. Athletics
so
check. At disadvantage.
Athletics.
DC's 10.
Nope.
Oh man. Struggling.
That's nice down here. It's safe down here.
Okay, but that would be your turn then. Still struggling
Yeah.
to get up. Sigvard.
It's a quick question, because I'm still the old version of the SMR. Can I just add the healing hands to my lay on hands spell when I try to heal somebody? Because it's just extra few hit points. It's the same touch action.
Sorry, say that again. Your healing hand is an action, isn't it?
Yes, and lay on hands, which is paladins. Can I use both charges at the same time because it's just for healing?
You can do up
Is
to
that
5.
acceptable?
You can do up to 5
Yeah.
points of healing.
Yeah, but as a SMR, I have that extra healing.
Oh.
Can I just merge it together? Because it's the same kind of
sure.
touch action. It's not much anyway.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Cool.
So Esamir and Paladin just put it in one pool, so you could do.
Yeah,
the
I'm
SMR
not gonna
ones.
use them for. I'm not gonna use them for curing stuff, just for pure healing, like disease poison. Yeah. So I'm gonna use 6 points of healing on Cadis, on her bites, and then I'm gonna right onwards to help Hatoum. I'm gonna raise the sword up and run up with
Athletics check.
athletics, which is gonna be. Ooh, okay.
Yep, no problem. So you pop up right here behind Mildred.
Okay. I'm gonna go 10 more feet here.
Sure.
And yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, excellent. The troops are arriving, Hatoum. This spider. So I'm going to try and web you. It's going to attack you at advantage. Because you are restrained. Should be doing that before I went to the rubber. 22 will hit. A Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's me. He's attacking Hatoum, right?
He's attacking Hatoum.
Oh yeah. Constitution saving throw. Oof.
8. So you take 5 piercing and 8 poison.
You do have bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep, try.
Oh.
Not good enough, unfortunately.
Ah.
So I believe that takes you down, Hatu.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So bless goes. Anybody whose bless isn't blessed anymore.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration is gone. Actually, I made a bit of a mistake. Kata shouldn't have been making death saving throws. She was just unconscious. So you're technically not dying, but you are wrapped up in these spiders' webs. Okay, so Sigvard, you see him just. The spider starts wrapping up much like he did with Cadus. Speaking of Cadus,
I'm gonna come over here and try to help lift Gil up through the trapdoor.
okay, so Gil, on your turn, you'll have a straight roll to get up.
Oh, thanks.
Because he's exhausted.
Jeez.
Spider starts
Spider.
scurrying down the side of the wall. It's 25 feet down of this 50-foot ledge, and that's carrying Hartoon down the side of the tower.
Oh,
Morgrid says, no. He's going to invoke an attack of opportunity from this spider. And it's going to bite him. And it's going to hit him. Needs to make a con saving throw. 11. I'm going to have Hartoon roll this. So, if you fail this roll, Hartoon, Morgrid is going to go down and he's not going to get a shot at the spider. So, you need to roll, what's this con modifier? A 10 or better on a d20, Hartoon. Roll of doom. 10 or better.
Pressure.
ooh. Should have expected that.
Morgrid falls to the ground. Hartoon, you're not in death saving throw. You're unconscious. That's it. Gil, strength saving throw. No, straight athletics check. Straight athletics
Jeez.
check with the boost.
God, haven't you heard the story? You always leave a man behind. Always leave a man behind. Someone needs to tell the story. And he kind of reluctantly like step on the hand that she's offering and try with the straight athletics to get up this bloody.
DC 10. Oh man, this is not going well.
Oh, dude, just leave a man behind. Now he's just gonna use his movement to slouch against the wall.
Okay. Sigvard, you watch in horror as Hartoon is being carried down the tower. It's about halfway down the tower. What do you do?
Oh god. Well, I'll first deal with this spider because it's probably gonna look at me now. Attack. And I'm gonna do anything.
Nope, you don't have bless anymore.
I do not.
Yeah, it's a swing and a miss, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna move one square here. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, the spider's going to attack you, Sigvard. Just a straight roll with its... Is it going to try and read me first? See if they have the option. It doesn't have the option. So it's going to bite you. Fangs out. Boom. That's going to hit. And I need you to make a con saving throw.
And save. 13?
13 is enough.
Okay.
So you take 6 piercing and 7 poison. So a total of 13 points of damage.
Ouch.
That was a good hit. Cadus, failing to get Gil up. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to get myself up.
Okay,
Pat him on the
athletic-
head as I go by.
That'd go, that'd go.
Not that it matters.
Oh man, you guys are just not succeeding getting up there. It's unfortunate. Anything else, Cadus?
No, I'm just gonna turn to Gil and pout.
Okay. All right, Morgrid. Morgrid's not going to do anything. Hatoum, you're not going to do anything. Gil, what do you do?
Well, it's a never leave a man behind. Looks like you're the man we're leaving behind, and he's going to try and jump up. Using
Athletics at
athletics.
disadvantage.
Yeah. No.
Oh, so close. So
No. As an actor, he will actually just mimic Cadus's part.
Sigvard, you're in a bit of
I
trouble.
will. Yeah. Think. Can't do much. Can I end up? Okay, I will just stand here and do a dodge action for now.
Okay, dodge action. And
Yeah, I'm
waiting for
taking dodge
reinforcements.
action. Yeah.
Okay. Giants. Giant spider will attack you at disadvantage with its bite. It rolls a 9, so chomps at you. The ladder is definitely getting in the way. But there's no ladder there, that's the problem. Cadus! Oh, the spider missed him, I didn't say. The spider missed, yeah.
Figured, yeah.
Gonna try to haul myself up. Not gonna.
This is unbelievable.
No, it's really believable. It's really believable.
Giant spider is going to scuttle down right down to swamp level with you, Hatoum.
Yep.
So you're right at the level of the swamp. Morgrid's not going to do anything. Hatoum's not going to do anything. Gil.
Well, with Cadus flopping next to me, can I half use her limp body as leverage to jump up the ledge?
If Cadus is happy to give you the help action, yes.
It's okay.
Or you can stand on me.
Alright. So let's have just you roll advantage now, and that'll be Cadus's action though. So Gil,
Okay, so
straight
then
roll.
it's straight roll. Come on, buddy.
For the love of God, yes!
Yes.
Boom. You boost it up, and that's where you are. You look down and you see this spider scuttling away with the limp body of Hatoum, right at the level of the swamp. What do you do? That was your movement to get up, technically, so you have an action.
Yes. So how far is that happening from me? More or less distance.
50 feet.
Can I? I'm going to cast sleep. On the spider, which has a range of 90 feet.
Okay, roll your damage, and I'll tell you, or roll the dice, and I'll tell you if it goes to sleep.
Oh boy.
So 5d8.
Why did I do 2-8? That's not what I wanted. 5d8. 16.
16. So, you cast the sleep spell, which I must say is an excellent idea. And you see this spider stumble for a second. All of a sudden, its legs collapse beneath it. Then it shakes it off and stands up.
Oh shit.
16 is not enough. Good idea.
And then I just going to say, as a bonus action, I'm just going to scream to Hatoum, best of luck and farewell, and it'll be my last bardic inspiration.
Oh.
All right. Sigvard, having dodged.
Well, I don't see Cadus yet, so I'm just gonna keep dodging right now.
All right.
It's gonna be like, you can't hit me, Spider, you can't hit me. I'm too fast.
Let's see if it can hit you. So at disadvantage with a bite attack, it rolls. Rolls a 12. Does that hit? No, that's definitely not gonna hit. Cadus, come on, Cadus. People are in trouble. We need this athletics check.
I'm trying.
And you succeed. Right up there.
Okay. I am just immediately. I am very frustrated, and I'm just gonna stab the spider right in front of me.
Okay. buddy. No good.
Rest peace.
Okay. The spider scuttles 30 feet along the floor of the swamp. It's getting further away with Hatoum. Morgrid is going to stay there. He's unconscious. Hatoum is going to be dragged away. Gil.
Fuck. Gil is just going to use a short burn, trying to get to this guy. So I don't know whether I'm in disadvantage. Yeah, if I'm in disadvantage range, but I'm gonna try.
I don't think you are. I think it's 80 for a short bow.
Yes.
Now we'll say normal roll. Normal roll, we'll say. Oh, it hits. Roll damage.
For 4 piercing damage.
Piercing. Still thocks into the thing of the spider. It stumbles a little bit, but it continues to drag away Hatoum.
And I will just use my movement to move, 10 feet. To there. Yep.
Nice, at least you're all on the same level now. Sigvard, hiding behind your shield. What do you do now?
Okay, now we need to kill the spider. I'll attack it.
This one?
23,
Okay,
yeah, the one in front of
23
me.
hits.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, it's looking beat up, but it is still alive. Quite
Quickly
beat up,
kill
actually.
it.
The giant spider. It will take the disengage action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And start scuttling that way. Cadus.
I'm gonna whip out my crossbow and try to shoot it.
Okay. Roll to hit. It hits. Oh, wow, nice. How do you want to do it, Cadus?
Very angrily, I take out my light crossbow and shoot it right in one of its left remaining eyes.
Ugh, messy, messy. The spider continues to scuttle away through the swamp. It's now 60 feet away from the base of the tower. Morgrid, nothing. Hatoum, nothing. Gil.
Same thing.
This will be at disadvantage.
Yep. He will just continue this bullshit. No.
No. Fires out, just sails across into the swamp. Sigvard.
I'm gonna step on the edge and whip out the crude longbow. Touching with this cast, I will shoot at it.
Not at
And I'm
disadvantage.
missing.
Oh dear, goes wide again. Okay, that spider's dead. Cadus.
I will try to shoot the spider holding Hatoum.
What's the short range for a crossbow?
It's 80.
80 at disadvantage.
Wrong button. Won't let me.
Oh!
Nice.
Wow, very good. That's a hit. Ooh, not enough to take the spider down, unfortunately. But it's got several arrows sticking out of its back now. Okay, it scuttles away. It's now 90 feet away, dragging the corpse of Hatoum, the rather large corpse. Morgrid, nope. Hatoum, nope. Gil.
Yeah, there's no way for him to move into advantage range. So kind of feeling like we are elves on an arrow, on a tower, like shooting orcs running towards us. I'm just going to Legolas this and shoot at his advantage.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. No! Another low roll.
Miss.
I'm starting to
Nice.
lean against my harp and kind of dismay.
Okay, Sigvard.
It's the straight rolls, right?
Yep.
150 feet? Yeah, cool.
With your longbow.
21.
Oh, that's it.
8.
Oh, another arrow sinks into the back of this creature. It's stumbling, but it is yet to fall. Hades.
How far from the ground is the spider?
It's 50 feet down and 90 feet across.
So, like, if we do kill this, it's gonna drop to
Yeah.
Yeah.
the ground, which would probably be very bad.
He's running on the floor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
I thought he
scuttling
was-
along the ground. No, he climbed
Okay.
down the side of the tower, and now he's scuttling across the surface of the swamp.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I will also try to shoot it at disadvantage.
Oh, 13, so close.
Fudge.
Misses. Okay. Now I'm going to say, the spider, unless you kill it this round, it's 120 feet away. Unless it gets this round, Hatum is going to be spider food. So this is this round or nothing.
Longbow has 600 range though.
Yeah, but it's going to disappear amongst
Okay,
the weeds
okay.
of the
Fair
swamp
enough.
out of sight.
What is the reason for Margaret sitting out? So I think I missed that.
He's down. He got bitten and he's
Yep.
just knocked down.
Okay, so not like bleeding out, he's just
Nope.
more like taking a rest. Okay. We'll kind of take the last arrow, seeing that this is coming out of his range, like definitely pushing it. I'm kind of giving it a kiss. And gonna Legolas. Come on, buddy.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Another 2.
Oh, miss. Flies wide.
All of them has been 2s, I think. That's insane. Again.
It's
And he
my
just
last
looks-
straight throw. Sorry, you look. Sorry.
No, I just look at the rest of you and like really hopeful eyes.
Oh, I'm nervous. Sigvard.
Yeah. So it's my last also straight roll still, right? Or disadvantage?
Straight roll.
Yeah, straight.
Oh! You get a cheer and
7
7
plus
damage.
8. 60!
Ah,
Sorry,
ah.
15.
Yep. The spider falls. That was amazing.
I'm gonna be. I'm just sweeping my golden hair. I'm looking at the gill and like, watch this. Still looking at the gill. And killing the spider.
Wow. That was close.
As fast as Gil can, he will run to Sig and just like grab him by the shoulders and say, "You're not just a pretty boy. You're not just a pretty boy," and he will just be like utterly happy with this.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna whip out my mirror and like. Can you grab it? There's a spider web still on my hair. Can you take it away?
I will very gingerly take the spider webs out of your hair.
Thank you. Oh god, that was the worst thing happening in this tower, really. Jesus, do you know how hard it is when they sunk in? Like right now, that was last case scenario. Whew. I need to sit down for that. Can you guys go bring Katum? I'm gonna sit with Margaret here.
You watch Hatum slowly sinking into the swamp.
I'm slower than a turtle. Like somebody like I literally can't even crawl. Sig, okay. Who are our new friends? There's so many questions on Twitter.
They're unconscious, so.
Kate, can you maybe go and have a look? Hastily, I can try and
Yeah.
slap Margaret a few times.
I will try to quickly go down to the swamp floor to get to him.
I would just drop you the rope sobbingly. Because I have 50-foot rope, so it should be fine.
Okay, I will climb down Sigvard's rope.
Okay, you scoot down. Then I assume you run over to Hatum.
Yep.
And you get to him just before his massive body's about to fully sink between the swamp. And you bring him up, and he seems fine, but breathing, but still wrapped in spider webs.
Was my action going down to get him, or can I also take the webs off of him?
We're out of turn order, so yeah.
Oh, okay, well then I will take the webs off of him.
Okay, might take you a little while, but you get them off eventually.
Hey, buddy.
I guess I'm totally unconscious. Or...
Yep.
Just
I don't-
making snoring noises with the trunk.
I'll shout up that I don't have anything to like heal him with, but that he's out of danger.
Sig, last that I remember, this is something a bit more up your alley. Maybe you can help it too, and I'll give out a few slaps here for Margaret and make sure that she's safe.
We need to have a rest for me to be able to do that.
This is okay. With that, like impatiently, I'll just give Margaret a few like slaps on the face to see if he will snap out of whatever he is currently doing, because I've never seen his state before.
Turns out a slap doesn't work. Slap him. He remains alive, but unresponsive.
Can I reasonably assume that it's the same for the other people? Or do I have to go and...
You mean these people here?
I will walk closer, but keep my distance.
Okay.
Like to there. And then, hey, are you victims? Are you prey or are you predator?
No response at all, and they're completely encased in spider webbing. But you noticed that, like right around the abdomen, there's some very slow breathing. They're alive, but they're thoroughly encased in webbing. And
I'll
no
then
response.
walk a little bit closer, and then thanks to the dagger that Katus brought back, I will start to slice some of the webbing away to try and free them.
Okay, it takes you a few minutes, but
Yeah.
you do manage to cut the webbing off. And Katus, are you dragging Hatum back?
And then,
Can I actually can I dig through his belongings to see if he has like a healing potion or something that would help him?
yes,
Sure.
you're stealing my idea.
Make a straight investigation check there, Katus. And Hatum, does she find any healing potions?
She finds a censer, a block of incense, and a candle. But no, unfortunately.
Dang. Okay. Well then, yeah, I will start slowly dragging Hatum back up through the tower. There's no way I'm pulling him up the rope.
Okay, well, let's just say with the help of Sigvard and Gil, you eventually drag the limp body of Hatum to the top.
Might need all three of you.
Maybe.
Tomb is like 100 and...
I was actually typing the same thing as Kay did. I wanted to pocket, since everybody's busy and unconscious and preoccupied, our new visitors, I just quickly wanted to rifle their pockets, of course, to help my friends and not for personal benefit. Just going to see what they have on them.
Okay, make
And
an
maybe
investigation
it could.
check.
Okay. And I'm still under exhaustion, so that'd be with disadvantage.
Yep. Hatum's bardic inspiration would have faded last 10 minutes. Okay, 17. Well, before we do that, actually, what does this figure look like here? What does Amber look like?
Looks like a young, mostly human female with almost silver white hair. Some kind of a little bit of like animal type features, like a bit more around like the backs of her hands. Her hair is kind of long. But most strikingly, she has um, two little pairs of, or a pair of soft fox ears on her head, and a bushy white tail on her back.
Nice. And what does this gentleman look like?
Well, he has this shimmering red hair, like somehow resembling fire. He's all dressed up in like chainmail and red cloth. And yeah, I guess that's the most distinguishing features.
Okay, nice. And Amber and Kalon. Is that how you say it? Kalon?
I was thinking more like Kalen.
Kalen. Okay, Kalen. What does so Kalen and Amber? What does Gil find on your positions?
In our person or in our backpacks?
Both.
Yeah, I'm just kind of rifling through. So I'm not taking anything. I'm just checking.
So
Yeah.
on Amber's person, you would find her traveler's clothes, a hunting trap, a javelin, a set of leather armor, a quarterstaff, a spear, and a small little animal totem.
Oh, cute.
And
He
Kalen?
leaves it.
Kalen?
Yeah, on Kalen you find like 4 different kind of weapons. Uh, his armor as well: bedroll, mess kit, rations, rope, tinderbox, torch, and water skin. But and like this weird looking book as well. But that's about it.
Anything interesting about
Gil will
his?
take.
Is anything interesting about his weapon, Kalen?
Yeah, he has this really weird looking trident that's like constantly changing form, made of like these alien materials, which
Oh.
probably to you looks kind of odd.
Um, Coming from the seaside with my background, does it spark like anything in terms of lore, like or is this completely alien to me? I'm from
Make a history check.
I am really against this disadvantaged situation right now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
given what I know about Kalen's weapon, and you recognize it as a trident, but you haven't heard of such a trident that kind of shifts. Not that it changes trident's form, but I imagine like the decorations on the weapon keeps changing. Is that right, Kalen?
This like, well, I'm thinking that it looks like kind of fluid as well, and it's like, yeah, kind of looks soft and changes form like some kind of liquid, but it stays in a solid form all the time. So it's just like, yeah,
Okay,
somewhat like that.
so that's what it looks like, Gil.
The book though, you said it looks interesting. I'm not going to rifle through long because I don't have time, but can maybe just give my like an outer description of what it would be. Like I wouldn't have opened it, but
Yeah, like it looks really, really old and dusty in some kind of way, and it has like this old iron, what do you say, endorsements on them. And if you were to open the book, I don't know what kind of language you speak, but yeah, if you don't open it, I guess it doesn't
I
matter.
wouldn't have opened it, so it's okay. Thanks.
No worries.
Okay, so by the time you finish rifling through these strangers, then Cadus and Sigvard maybe drag Hatun up onto the top of the stairs, and for the moment at least, you are safe.
Okay.
Do we drag them all, floor lower? Because, I mean, I'm not gonna stay here because the rain is awful for complexion and your hair. Uh, but I don't think they would appreciate it either.
Yeah,
We should
well,
take a rest anyway.
I will help drag our unconscious friends down to the next floor, so we're at least under a roof.
Okay,
Yeah.
just drag
I'll
everybody
hop the light
downstairs.
one. Okay. Yeah, we can go one down.
Okay, with the time that it takes you to drag Khartoum up, taking a moment to take a breath, you notice that Khartoum comes to. He wakes up with a 1 hit point, as does Kalen, as does Amber. They both wake up. It's not a permanent poison, it seems. It has a yeah, it's
it
temporary.
isn't on the map, I think.
I think I've lost. No, I just completely deleted Gil from the map. Sorry about that, Gil.
That's okay.
It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, but
And as
I'm more of a background player.
as everybody wakes up, let's take a quick, short 5-minute break, and then we'll get back to it, and we'll learn more about Amber and Kaylin, and pick up from there. Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break, and we can pick it up from there. Okay.
That's great.
Okay, see you guys in a bit. But yes, welcome
Might
back,
wanna-
everybody.
Might need to scroll all the way over too.
And sometimes it helps if you move your token back and forth as well. Just take a step. So, having narrowly avoided death, in a very real sense, a natural 20 might have saved the life of Hatum. Hatum, you have vague memories of being dragged down the side of a building, being dragged through the swamp, almost fully conscious of what was happening around you, but powerless to do anything about it. Sigvard, still recovering from some fairly significant wounds, taking clever use of the dodge action to avoid death. Morgrid, too, he comes back up and he says, "Holy shit."
Oh, what happened? I feel so sick.
You and me, brother. You and me both.
I suppose I don't remember. I guess you brought down the spiders.
That was all Siggy. That was all Siggy, my friend. He is quite the hero, head and shoulders above the rest.
Well, nice going, Sigurd. Thank you all. I suppose I have you to thank for my life. And who are these two? I saw some figures upstairs.
We brought these guys down here to be safe, but they also just woke up. We don't know who they are yet, and I'll just turn and look at them.
Well, I guess we're conscious now. Okay. Kaelin's just gonna look around in the room, make eye contact with everyone that's in there, and he's like gonna be like, okay. And then he's gonna create a spark of flame in his hand, and he's gonna clean himself of the remaining spider webs with that flame. And he's gonna stand up and be like, oh, well, I guess we're not trapped in spider webs anymore.
Gil will stay back one step back as he sees somebody just play with fire. He'll just one step back and wait, who are you? And he looks at Kaelin and is like, "Hey, Fireboy, who are you?"
I'm gonna ignore that, and I'm gonna look at Amber and ask, are you okay? Yeah, those spiders were pretty mean. Not like the spiders that we have back home. Was it Gil that asked who we are?
Yeah. Yep. It's the blue tiefling that you kind of
alright.
see in front of you.
I'm gonna turn to Gil and be like, oh, my apologies. My name is Kaelin, and this here is Amber. We're just some, I guess, fellow explorers. And yourself?
Well, we're lost. I wouldn't even say we're just plain lost, I would say. But sure, in a broader sense, we're all exploring, aren't we? So how did you end up snoring on the roof of a little tower with a few spiders looking over you?
To be truthful, I'm not really sure myself. We have been going through this swamp for a couple of days now, trying to uncover some secrets, and we saw this. Is a tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw this tower and thought that's interesting. So we went there, and boom! Suddenly we were surrounded by spiders.
Well, we've got things in common, thinking that we just trod around the marsh, thinking, "Ooh, that is interesting." But you said secrets. Well, that sounds something I'm quite interested in. What secrets are you after? And maybe, maybe we're after the same secrets.
Let's really give a big smile to Jill and be like, well, I, I guess I should tell you guys since you saved us after all, and I guess this is the least we could do to tell our secrets. But to put it short, we have been searching through the swamps now for a little time for a special obelisk. As the rumor goes, the obelisk have the power to look into the future, and well, to me that sounds pretty magical, like it has some deep magical power or source, which I would like to, yeah, be more familiar with.
My
So,
damn, a guy with ambition. I like. And I put out my hand and say, Gil, nice to meet you.
oh, my pleasure. I'm gonna grab your hand and shake it.
And
Right.
let's hear.
Enough of this friendly bullshit. Let's cut to the chase. Kalen, Amber, there's a war going on at the moment. Kalen, you look alright, I guess. Amber, do you have like some human in you, Amber?
No?
You look a little human apart from the fur. Let me ask you quickly and plainly before we get on with its pleasantries. There's a war going on at the moment. The Dwendalian Empire is encroaching on our territory. Now, to speak truthfully, I'll know if you lie. Are you with the Dwendalian Empire?
Who are the Dwendalians? I'm like looking to Kaylin next door.
And be like, I think it's one of these local empires or something. I guess it doesn't really matter to us, does it? I'm gonna look back at Jill since we have been. Seems like Kaelin and Jill has been talking a little bit,
Yeah.
and be like, do you know? Can you tell us more about this empire?
You see, people are greedy, and people want, and if they have more, they just want more. So this is just two people wanting more, I would say. There's the Dwendalian side, and then there's the where we're currently at, the more Kryn side, I would say. And it's been a dispute for quite a while since who should be the top dog, one would say.
You have completely and utterly missed the subtleties of this war. It's not us being greedy. The Dwendalian Empire stole something very important to us, and they're refusing to give it back. The instant they give it back, these hostilities will end. But they will not. It's not
Really
us
So
that
you
are
are
the
important
aggressors, it's
part.
them that are the aggressors.
So you're greedy with the knowledge that you hold. You don't want other people to have it, and therefore greed still runs.
Let me
They
explain.
stole something
It's-
from us. We need it back.
You're withholding something from someone else.
What
they've
part of
stolen
theft do you
something.
not understand? They stole, we want it back.
Fair enough. I'm playing all sides here, Margaret. Don't get me wrong. Whoever wins is great. I'm a spy myself, and it's just great getting knowledge from all sides. So nice to
A
hear
terrible
yours.
spy by announcing
I-
you're a spy.
I'm
And the
tiring
best
very
spy ever.
quickly of all of this arguing. And I would like to take a nap.
That's a intellectual statement, I would say. I think we all need a nap or some
Oh.
sort of rest, right?
We can go back to arguing about who stole what and about who's from where later.
All right. Some
Okay.
sense in it. I'm buggered.
Sounds good. I'm lying next to a tomb though. I don't know, he snores. I'm pretty sure he snores like a boss, but it's going to soothe my soul.
I'm going to stay in this room by myself
Okay, Morgred
since I don't
glares
actually
around at
sleep.
and everybody, and he's going to offer to do first watch. Who's going to watch? Sigvard, come on. You and me, pretty boy. First watch.
Well, because I'm pretty, I'm in my pretty sleep, alright? You see this, I'm gonna highlight my freshly put night mask. That needs to sink in, alright? I will take the watch at the end. You can enjoy it with somebody else, and I'm gonna walk into this room.
Hatum, come on.
Okay. Let's go, Gil. Yeah, get some shut eye.
Hatum, wait. Like, you really injured. Let me go with this politically driven guy. It sounds like fun.
Okay. I'll just stay tucked here in the corner. Just scoot in with the blanket when you feel like sleeping.
Music to my soul. All right.
Okay. So
Night now.
okay, the rest of you can settle down for sleep wherever you like. Morgred does spend the first part of the watch kind of cleaning up the remainders of these web here. So all this webbing you see, he kind of cleans up, make it a bit nicer for you to sleep. And he sits down, kind of keeps an eye on the stairways up and down, peering out through these holes at the swamp. And he says, so Gil, what do you make of the fire boy and this Amber character? What do you make of them?
I mean, they just casually brushed off. No stress whatsoever. Being in danger. Talking about spiders at home. Like, I don't know, like, I do like 8-legged myself, but have you seen the size of these fuckers? And they just casually brush it off? I don't know. One doesn't just, like, a duo wander these marshes. Like, I seen the snakes and the crocodiles, and yet they just see a lovely tower. I don't know. Got my eyebrow raised, but damn, am I intrigued.
Naive, I guess is what you're saying. And I don't know. Did you believe them when they said they didn't really know about the Dwendalian Empire? It seems hard to believe, unless they're from far away.
There's some weird complex thing going on. I don't know. There's a chain of command between the blonde and the fire pot. A little fire and ice, if you will. Not 100% sure what that dynamic is, but I mean, it's hard, I would say, to think that somebody doesn't know anything at all. I mean, that's quite ignorance.
Yeah.
From what hole do you have to roll out of to not know anything?
So ignorant, lying, or from far away. It's the only combinations, only possibilities.
I'll quote you on your words there, of course.
All right. Well, are we accepting them into the party? We're going to send them on the way? What are your thoughts?
Well, we have to. It feels like we're almost losing men with every step that we take. I mean, backup would be great, but maybe keep eyes open would be best.
All right. I'll keep my eye on them. You keep their eye on them. If you see anything suspicious, anything sus, as my kids would say, then you let me know.
I don't have kids myself, but I like it. Sus it is.
Okay, so Morgred and Gil finish their watch. Who's next? I don't care. Kicks Hatum. Hatum, you're up. He finds a corner and calls up.
Okay. Takes his blanket and leaves it in the corner. Hey Gil, how you doing? Oh.
So tired he muted himself.
He went back to sleep.
I'm sorry,
my
I quickly had
blanket if you want.
to look after the cat. What did I have to do, or what happened?
Oh no, just saying hi. You can have my blanket while I just scoot into the corner and have some
That
shut eye.
sounds wonderful. I will gladly scoot in. Best of luck. It's a shitty view.
Oh, Tomb's gonna just stay there, lean against the wall, and yeah, smell around for enemies or strange scents, I guess.
Your watch goes without incident.
Who was I supposed to wake up? Maybe this little... Miss. I'm gonna gently shake Amber awake. Miss, would you care to take the next watch? I'm so terribly sleepy.
Sure.
Thank
You can
you.
take this spot right here.
Oh, thank you. I'll just, I can't sleep without my blanket, so I'll need to stay here with Gil, but thank you.
Okay. So, Amber, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me, please, as you keep an eye on the general surroundings. First roll of the campaign, perception check. $14. Yeah.
Oh, where's the note?
Do you have your Beyond? Well, I can see it on the game log for Beyond 20, but do you have Beyond 20 set up on your...
Yeah, that's
browser?
just what I was checking because I was supposed to have D&D Beyond, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, there's D&D Beyond, and then there's a Chrome extension called Beyond 20.
I have Beyond 20, but it doesn't seem to be working right now.
Okay.
Sometimes just glitches out, so yeah.
If you
But
click on the Features and Traits tab, it tends to refresh Beyond 20.
Regardless, I could see you're 14, and 14 isn't enough to really notice anything. And your watch comes up, and you see the sun just rising up in the distance. And by this stage, everybody naturally wakes up, and congratulations, you are all long rested. And Gil, you have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Very happy for him.
Morgrid wakes up. He says, Hatum, I woke you up for a watch, right? Who did you
Yeah.
wake up for a watch?
Amber, if that's her name, right? Sorry, I was so out of it.
So let me get this straight. You let complete strangers allow them to watch us overnight.
I am a
just
good
ha-
judge
I'm
of
just-
character.
I'm a suspicious. This hasn't dared me wrong. But just take note, Hatum. If you're gonna set up watches, don't assign it to complete strangers.
You didn't say who I was supposed to wake up.
I assumed you'd show some common sense. But just for future reference, don't let complete strangers watch us in the night. Alright?
Well, sure, they won't be strangers soon enough, though, but, well, okay.
Kalen is gonna laugh and be like, "Ha, I guess this has Mogrid introduced himself?"
No, not to you personally, no.
Okay. What race is he? Hobgoblin or something?
Hobgoblin.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna say like, "Ha, this hobgoblin isn't as stupid as it looks like. Yeah, it's true that you should trust your allies to keep watch, but do not worry, we mean no ill. After all, you are the ones that saved us, right?
Well, it's true. Don't appreciate the jab about my looks. But yeah, need to be smart if we're going to survive this swamp.
By the way, Mr. Kalan, where are you from? Your clothes look sort of familiar.
Well, both me and Amber are from the same place. Are you familiar with the world outside of this continent, Mr.
Oh, Hatum. Yes.
Hatum? We are from a continent called what's it called again?
Market.
Marquette?
Marquette. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Marquette as well.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Ankarel. Born and raised. Yeah.
That's
Nice to see some friendly faces here.
that's curious. I have never seen you before.
Oh, it's a big city, you know.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. Then I guess both my clothes and my look will be more familiar to you than, well, what people in this continent is wearing.
And you can see Hatum's like wearing Marquette-style clothing, like vestments, but they're kind of Kryn colored, like Marquette-style clothing colored Kryn style,
Mm.
so dark purple.
Yeah, I guess the cultural clothing would be recognized by Kaelan if it's common clothes back home. So yeah, okay, cool. Ah, pleasure.
Amber's just wearing more like patchwork clothing that probably got put together themselves out of bits of cloth and maybe animal hide.
Yeah, you're a huntress, Miss Amber.
A little bit. Lived up in the Agrad Mountains.
Oh,
Which you
interesting.
know, in case you don't know, there's like Ankarel is in a desert, and when the desert ends, to the north of that is where the mountains that she mentioned are.
Maybe
So-
about a day and a half's walk from Ankarhel.
Oh yeah. I haven't been. I'm not much of a recreational mountaineer, but yeah, I've heard about those mountains vaguely. But mostly stayed in the city though.
Seems like most of us have introduced ourselves. I'm Cadus, and that is Sigvard. And point to the corner where he's like standing alone by himself.
A pleasure, indeed. Kaelan is gonna do this formality bow to both of you.
And I'm Morgrid, and I'm interested to know what you guys are doing in a swamp or why you're lonesome.
Mogrids. I believe we were speaking about this last night, were we not?
They're here looking for a magic obelisk.
That's
Magic
right.
obelisk. Right.
At
Or
least
see the
someone is listening.
future. That
I'm always
seems-
listening.
I guess that's a good perk to have. But let me ask, are you also on the same quest, so to say?
We have been hired for a job, and Morgard here's our guide.
Oh, really?
Guide. He says with like
he's-
inverted commas.
He's not so much guiding us, though.
Well,
He's good with
what?
the bow though. And
Kaelan-
He's taking us the
sharp
scenic
discipline.
route between most of this fucking forest.
And I think his sharp discipline is keeping us in a state of alert that is needed.
And Hatum here is our navigator. I tried once. but I took us all the way back to the beginning. So don't ask me to navigate. I will get you lost.
I've gotten us lost before, so I'm not much better, but we'll see where my nose takes us.
We're headed
Might-
southwest through this marshes.
I might be able to help. I'm pretty good at tracking things.
Oh, that is good.
Could I maybe take Amber then, and kind of suggest Amber, since you nominated yourself for a task that we all pretty much suck at, would you mind coming to stand on the top of the tower and get like a better idea of direction? It feels like the moment that we walk between the trees, we just circle and circle. So maybe we can get a bit more of an bird's eye view, as one would call it.
And I do believe we have a piece of Bulbara here, which is who we are tracking, if that would help you as well. Something that belonged to her.
What does Amber say to that proposal of Gil and him? Her and Gil going up.
Sure, I could give it a try.
Okay, so you scoot on up Amber with Gil by the sounds of it, and if you like, you can have a peer out around the swamp. So both of you, if you like, you can make perception checks.
Atum would like to look as well.
Sure.
Okay. Not at disadvantage anymore.
Oh,
Oh, no, it is.
disadvantage? No,
That's still a disadvantage. Oh, fucking hell.
no longer at half movement.
Yes, I'm just going to roll again, a straight roll, and then we take the less.
Okay.
So 9.
Okay.
And then
Look to Amber.
I'll do a perception here.
Sure.
It'll be a normal roll. 2.
Ah, yes, it's
There
coming
we
now. Great.
go.
Gil, yeah, you still feel wrecked. So you're not seeing much. Hatum, maybe recovering from your trip through the swamp floor. Your heart's not in it. But Amber, you peer out into the distance, and you notice a couple of things. You notice over here, there's a whole bunch of mushrooms, big purple mushrooms. From this distance with a 22, you know, some of them could be up to 10 feet high. I'm not sure what that's about. Perhaps of more interest to you, Amber, you spot over there a black monolith obelisk rising up from the swamp.
See the thing?
I can't see that far. But more of a nearsighted person. You came out here for the fresh air and heard that you're good at looking things. So, what are we looking at?
The thing that my friend and I were looking for. Kalen?
He wasn't really
The obelisk thing?
explicit as to what is that obelisk? Because I mean, it looks like a slight detour, like between the two of us. What is that?
Not sure exactly what it is. But he told me it would help me.
Help you? What kind of help do you need? We're quite I would say, an island of misfits with different backgrounds and skills. Maybe one of us can help. What do you need for?
I was gonna look for my family.
Oh, noble. Are you separated far? Like, did you leave them? Did they? This feels a bit personal. Maybe we should go on with it at a different time. How important is this obelisk to you?
Sort of important, and more of a way to get to my goal than anything. I don't know how important it is to Calum, though.
We'll pitch to the group. And those mushrooms? Do you know anything about purple mushrooms? I don't.
Do I know anything about purple mushrooms, DM? I don't think so.
I'm going to say from this distance, you don't see enough of the mushrooms to identify them. If you get a bit closer and have a look, you could make a nature check. But from this distance, you don't know. Just look like purple mushrooms. Could be anything.
Yeah. Well, this actually helped.
Could be shelter, they could be poisonous, they might be food. Hard to tell without getting closer.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Looks out of the way anyways, and I mean, fungi cuisine can only be so good. Not worth going, I think. But we can push this to the group. See where we're going. Maybe swing by the obelisk. Maybe get lost to the obelisk. Who knows? Okay.
Okay, so we'll say you
swing by.
scoot back down, connect up with the rest of your party. So what did you see? What did you find?
Amber was the gem here. I was quite blind-eyed. I would say sun and glare and stuff. I don't know, but Amber got a good view of the place. Amber?
What did you see?
So I saw a field of mushrooms to the northwest. And I found the obelisk that we were looking for, Caleb.
You find Obelisk? Really? Are you sure?
It's a ways off to the west and slightly north.
Ah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I guess we should head there at once, right? There's no time to waste, right?
Yeah.
Well, hold your horses there just a little bit, Sunshine. Well, this is interesting. I can't remember who it was, but somebody blurted out the name Bolbara. We're on a very much a rescue mission for her. Now, the interesting thing about Bolbara is she's acting as a bit of a diviner, a seeker of prophecies. And she would often venture out into the swamp and, as she explained it, commune with her patron. Someone who she felt would give her these visions and portents of the future. And she often mentioned a site where she would pray at to get these visions. Now, have you all heard rumors of a divining obelisk? Maybe it's worth checking out. As I say, I'm almost certain Bolbara is at Fort Venture, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe she got delayed at the divining stone. I don't know. And the other option is, what's up with these mushrooms? Maybe she went there. Maybe she ate a mushroom. Maybe she got poisoned. Thing is, I don't know. If we hadn't wandered around for an entire day in the swamp, I'd feeling a little bit more confident. So I'll leave it up to you. But I'm just saying, we're wasting time. She could be at the mushrooms. She could be at the obelisk. She's probably at Fort Venture. I'll leave the decision to you, though.
No, we could swing by the mushrooms and then head for the obelisk and then to Fort Venture, perhaps.
I would say heading west. The obelisk is less out of our way than the mushrooms. So the obelisk
The mushrooms are.
would at least make
The
sense
mushrooms
along
would be really
Fort
far
Venture.
out of your way.
Keep in mind that
Yeah.
everything going well, each hex is 1 hour's worth of travel. So keep that in mind.
That'd be 5 miles to there, 9 miles to there, and 12 miles to there.
I hate to be the one to bring in logic and reason. Oh, so boring.
Unlike you.
Yeah, but somebody has to do this. So, we've got three possible places to go, and one we know something about where a person might be. The second one is of quite interest to two completely random people. Sorry, no offense, but random people that I just met. And the third feels like a cuisine. So should we really worry about the mushrooms at all and just I don't know, do our bloody job? Or do we want to go sightseeing to an obelisk?
I mean, I would love to do some sightseeing. I mean, you know, we didn't do that much. Last time was just mostly walking, so I have a chance to experience the swamp properly myself. So I'm happy
Wanna-
to
wanna
look around
sightsee?
more. Yes,
some-
that would be very
get
nice.
Get some more swamp in your clothes.
Well, if we climb the mushrooms as big as they are, I think we'll be fine. I mean, as there is more land, there's less swamp, that's for sure. I already need to take a proper bath. Clearly, we can't have one. Maybe where mushrooms grow, there will be a water. They like grow in water places, I think.
Not particularly. But it is out of the way, and I'm kind of with Gil on we do have a job. However, since we do need the additional manpower, so I'm not opposed to stopping along the obelisk for our two new friends if they are not opposed to helping us to Fort Venture.
What goes up must come down. We're coming back anyways. Do we have to do all of them on our way there? Can we kind of do like one and then like swing by the other on the way back, or is this kind of a catch 'em all situation going one direction?
We don't really know how far away we are from Fort Venture. We couldn't see it from Amber didn't see it from the top, right?
You know it's against
I
this
don't
cliff
think-
face, and the cliff faces aren't hard to see. And you can even probably, from up there you saw the cliff faces and probably saw Fort Venture as well. So you know.
The obelisk might be a nice place to rest for a night if we don't think we can make it all in one day.
I mean, how's a rock good for rest? Like, I'm not gonna complain. Swamp is awful. The tower was less than acceptable. But the rock, I don't think we can really sleep on it. And I'm not gonna put my bedroll again in the swampy water. I'll be honest about that. It's unbearable so far.
I'll make you a hammock in the trees if that'll make you feel better.
What's a hammock?
Imagine your bedroll dangling between two trees, and you sleep on it.
Ooh. You know, I never
Okay.
had such a leisure.
There you
Not
go.
sure.
See? There you go.
Okay, I will give it a go, but you promise not to cut the rope.
Promise.
If this highlighting the face will get into the mud, it will be a big problem. Okay.
After what
really-
you've done to help Hatum, you've at least earned a day off of me cutting your hammock rope.
Thank you so much. Also, my supply is getting low, so we really need to hurry this up.
Yep. Doom, lead the way.
Oh, I think Miss Amber here has a much better eyesight. I can assist with smelling, but yeah, I think Amber should be the one guiding us.
Would you like to guide us to the obelisk, Amber?
Sure.
Okay, Amber, Morgrid comes up. Look, we've wasted time in this swamp wandering around in circles. I'm hoping that Amber here can do a better job. The big question, though, we're going to go slow and steady, rush through the swamp, or just take a normal pace? What are we doing?
Well, will we get to the... If we go for the obelisk, will we get there before nightfall if we continue at a slow pace?
No.
I can probably
I just-
track things pretty well for about a minute.
I would say
just
a normal pace is good.
Yeah.
We've been screwed with all paces. We've done slow. We've done we didn't. I wouldn't say we got unscathed. We got scratched to the bone, and that was at slow pace. I mean, how worse can it get? Maybe we should just get out of this place and not be caught with our pants down and the sun down and everything just going down Like maybe we should maybe get there and not go too slow.
Well, for about a minute, I can be really good at tracking or anything in particular.
Feels a little situational with the amount of distance we have to cover, but it could become quite handy, especially like maybe if we get lost. Which
I
most
say
likely will.
we won't go slow, but if we go too fast, might end up wrapped up in a snake again, like Sigvard.
All right, he already forgot about that snake. Apparently, he is all about, oh, this marsh ain't too bad.
Kalen is gonna like release a big yawn, and he's gonna start walking towards the exits and address Ember. So, are we leaving yet, or are you guys gonna continue to talk nonsense? This is wasting a lot of time, isn't it?
Agreed. And then I'm just gonna walk right out of the tower.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we're moving.
Guess we're going.
Do we
Alright.
want to go to the obelisk or this diviner lady?
Of course, we're going to the obelisk.
We could
Yeah,
check it
obelisk
out.
first.
She might be there. Margaret has a good point.
Or maybe she left something behind there that will help track her.
Okay.
So, Amber, you can't get assistance on this. Guidance won't help either. So all you need to roll me is just a straight survival check, please. Let's see if somebody
Do I
has
want
a
to give?
sense-
Do I want to actually give myself advantage for a minute?
Yeah, you can, but this is an hours long trip, so it's not really going to help.
I'd save it.
Probably save until we get closer.
So, survival check.
This is us for the next session, guys. Get ready to wander the swamp.
Let's see what the
Be
roll
free.
is. Oh,
Oh yes!
Ah,
Ooh, yeah.
with
Nice.
confidence, Amber plows ahead in the swamp, making a beeline for the obelisk, going in a straight line straight towards it. Amazing. Now, as you are going through the swamp, let's just see. Let me just check something for your characters. Hatum. You notice as you're wandering through, you notice. Where is my notes here? Yes. You notice off in the swamp, it seems to have risen a little bit. There is some type of body just floating there. It almost looks like it's been picked clean by vermin. But there's a skeleton off to one side of the path that you see.
Is it far off?
Not that far off. 10, 20 feet.
I'll alert the others and say, there's another poor soul over there. Might be a Dwendalian soldier, or one of ours. Want to check it out?
well, might as well. It's there. So yeah, I guess we would go check out the body.
Okay, you go closer to check out the body. It's hard to know exactly how long it's been here. I mean, you've seen bodies in the swamp before, one back on the raft. And you know that vermin tend to pick these things pretty quickly. You can usually tell the age of a corpse by how much rotted it is, but the skeleton has been picked clean, so you're not sure how long it's been here. It is wearing some rotten leather armor, and there's some very rusted-looking weapons, a rusted-looking longsword just behind him, and he's got a pouch attached to the side of his hip. The pouch is mostly rotted, but you can't see inside it.
I'll lean over and pick up the pouch and open it up.
Okay, roll me a D100, please.
Ooh.
So the pouch more or less falls apart as you try and grab it. It pulls apart in your hand. And as it disintegrates around you, you notice there's actually a spoon inside the pouch. It's quite a nice spoon. It's a little bit tarnished by the swamp, but it's a silver spoon and it has an M engraved on the handle. Says Morgred, apparently.
I'll look at the spoon. Does anyone recognize the M on the spoon? Morgan, is this your M?
Nope.
Inside check.
Sure. You get the impression, Morgred, you already discovered he's angry and he's grumpy. You're pretty certain he can't read, let alone write. So it is unlikely that he wrote an M on a spoon and then lost it in the swamp.
Well, it is a silver spoon, so I guess we could pocket it for now. Unless anyone has any clue as to why there's a spoon in the swamp.
More to the point, why this guy had a spoon in his pouch in the swamp.
Do we get a recognition of his armor is rotten? There's no any what should we say? Sort of identification or who he was or she was when they were alive.
There's nothing to indicate a Dwendalian soldier or a Jorhassian soldier for that matter. The best you can survive is maybe some type of adventurer that just took a wrong turn and ended up here.
Well, whoever you are, poor soul, you should return to the light of the Luxon, even if you were not consecuted. And Atum's gonna use sacred flame on the corpse just to sort of light it up and burn it a bit.
Okay.
And I'll take care of your spoon.
Okay, the skeleton is a bit more charred now than it was before. Keep in mind, there's no flesh on the skeleton. It's been picked clean.
Yeah. Oh well. Shall we continue?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We still heading the right way, Amber?
Amber is still leading confidently. As you...
Oops, sorry. My mic did not come off mute.
Yeah, it's annoying when that happens. Okay, but you are, Amber, leading forward confidently. You can almost tell that Morgred's gaining some new respect for you. I mean, well, maybe not outwardly hating you might be a better description. Because as he mentioned before, they literally wandered around in a circle and wasted an entire day on this very important mission that they're doing. So, you're making a beeline towards the obelisk. But, can you roll me a d12, please, Amber? It's a plain old d12.
Wow.
That underused
6.
dice. 6, okay. Now can you roll me a d20, please?
Sure. And
18 poisonous snakes.
seen poison snakes pop out.
Okay, as you're striding confidently through the swamp, having put this dead body behind you and pocketing the spoon, almost you're too focused almost on getting people there, wanting to maybe prove yourself, but you're doing an excellent job. So we have Amber leading up the front. Mordred's going to be sulking at the back. Where are the rest of you positioned? Who's following Amber?
Guess I would be pretty close, just using my trunk to smell around.
Sure. Kaylin, maybe
I'm
close
with
to your
Morgan in the
buddies.
back.
Mordred at the back, okay.
I gotta
Kaelin's
be
gonna.
just continue.
Oh, I'm just gonna say Kaelin's gonna follow Hatsum because of his big size. He would probably plow through the swamp, so it would be the most intellectual way to get forward.
Okay. Gil?
He'll be kind of almost in the same line as Morgred and Cadus. He's trying to eye the interactions between Amber and Kaelin, trying to understand like who's reporting to who. There feels like a seniority between the two, and I want to see if all is above board. So it's more just a suspicion that I have. So that will kind of be my the time that we spend. I'll just see how they interact with each other.
Okay, so keeping an eye on them. So relatively close as you plow through this swamp. Okay. He just gets a couple of things sorted here.
And I will be just at the very back again, trying to not step too deep into the swamp, to not get too much mud inside.
Okay, fair enough. So that there.
Oh, never mind. I would have actually gotten advantage on that survival check. Oh, wait, no, that's proficiency, not advantage.
Still, I mean, the very first session they were rolling like 1s and 2s and 3s for their survival check. So, what did you roll?
And we spent the whole time lost, so.
Yeah, so 23 was great. Anyway, as you're wandering forward, I mean these mosquitoes are constantly bothering. You're always like slapping the side of your neck as they sink their little needles into you. But you notice the buzzing gets a little bit louder and louder and louder. And then you look around you and you see some of the mosquitoes are somewhat bigger, significantly bigger. And you look a little closer, and these things are more like birds than mosquitoes. And one of them comes up. I'm going to roll a d6 to randomly determine this. Sigvard, one of these creatures comes right up next to you. I mean, you're swatting off mosquitoes. It's kind of what you do in the swamp. But this particular one comes up, and it's about the size of a mouse, not including its wings. And it tries to come down and put its... Oh, just ruined it. And it sinks its teeth into you, and you let out a little yelp, and this thing is attached onto your neck, and you take 4 points of damage as that's going sucking out blood from your neck. And I'm going to need everybody to roll me an initiative check, please.
Oh, wow.
Can I roll with disadvantage? Since I'm reading my book and I'm really focused on it.
That's up to you. You can choose. You can do...
I'm gonna do that. I think it makes sense.
Mr. DM, I forgot again. Initiative, is it also impacted by exhaustion?
Yes, you'll be at disadvantage for this.
Oh, sorry, I got. There we go. Good old 8.
Okay, let me roll for your friends as well. These guys.
I think you need to put Kaelin in manual at 5.
Okay, I shall do that. Make sure I got these guys. So Kaelin at a 5. Okay, so yeah, you guys see these big ass mosquito looking things sink his teeth into Gil, and Gil, this thing is actually attached to your throat as well. Just continues to suck blood out of you. Amber, you're the first to react with a nice first up initiative of 22. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go up to this closest one to me.
Yep.
Who's over here? And I'm going to conjure up a bit of claws in my hand. And I'm going to slash at it.
Nice.
Can I roll? There you go.
So using
Dirty 20.
primal savagery, nice. Yeah, so your claws come out. This is a 20. These things are very hard to hit. Yeah, so your claws come out. You let out a roar with your primal savagery, and just completely shred this large mosquito-type creature clear in half. So Amber carries a big punch. Okay, cool. Okay. This creature is going to come up to Cadus. Same thing, going straight for your throat, Cadus. Bears its tiny little wings and tries to sink its teeth into you. And it rolls a 14, Cadus, which will hit. So once again, starts getting into your neck, and you take 7 points of piercing damage from this creature. And this creature, so put a blue one. It's attached to your neck. It's not letting go, and it continues to suck the blood from you, Cadus. This one is going to. Oh, that one's dead. It's not going to attack anybody. The one on you, Sigvard, is attached and it's not moving. And you take automatically another 5 points of piercing damage as it continues to suck blood out of you, Sigvard. Next one is going to buzz over to Gil. Same thing, going straight for your throat and the exposed flesh.
Oh no.
A 14 Gil?
Yep.
Which is
That
going to
hits.
hit. So this one attaches to your neck as well. You take 5 points of piercing damage. And it's stuck to your throat. This one's going to swing over to Amber. Teeth out. Proboscis ready to stick in. And it rolls a dirty 20 Cadus. So that will hit. Amber. That will hit Amber. Yes, Amber. Once again, another one attaches to your neck. This one does 6 points of piercing damage. And as the buzzing gets incessant. Wow, this guy's rolled quite well. Not sure. 1 to 3, it's Sigvard. It's Sigvard. This one comes over to you as well. Attempts to attach to your neck. Comes with his blood drain. Sigvard sinks into you. You take another 6 points of piercing damage. You still up?
No.
Okay.
That's Mother 13, yeah.
Okay, so Sigvard is down with these things attached to his throat. Last one. It's going to swing over to Hatum. Same thing. Flying straight for your throat.
Warding flare.
Warding flare. The warding flare turns into a natural one and misses. Gil. What do you do? You have a thing attached to your throat.
Yeah, so Gil don't like this shit at all, and thank goodness for sleeping. So he's thinking of the rest that he had and the rest he's going to have, and the rest that he's wanting to give to these mosquitoes. So hopefully he can cast sleep to affect the one that's attached to him, and then as well as the one that's here,
What's the radius
depending
of
on if
sleep?
it rolls. 90 feet. The total radius, that is 20 feet of a
Okay.
point that I choose. I
Wait,
don't know.
Just give me a second. 1 second. I forgot to add something to this campaign.
Oh,
But if you give me 1 second, I will add it.
then I hope I roll well.
Okay, so hopefully. Oops. You notice right at the bottom of the page now, you should see an area of effect template. And basically, pick the color that you want. Click on the circle. And if
Oh,
it's a
that's cool.
20-foot radius circle, then drag that onto the board. Yeah, and just move it exactly where
I
you'd
think
like.
it's. Is it a 20-foot radius, or I don't? I think it's just a 20-foot. Hold up,
Let's have a look.
20 feet. No, it's just
Oh.
20 feet, so it's a 10-foot radius.
Creatures within 20 foot of you. Okay,
From a
so what
point that
we
I
can do
choose?
instead. So sleep. It says spell creatures within 20 foot. No. Within 20 feet of a point you choose. That's very ambiguous. We'll just say it's 20 feet. So creatures within 20 feet of you. Range areas are 20 foot. Okay, so no, I'm pretty sure it's the bigger one. So let's go with the bigger one. So place that one where
Okay.
you'd like.
So then, depending on what I can catch, obviously, and I'm aiming for creatures that are hostile to us.
Okay.
So we'll see, but it starts at the one with the lowest HP, anyways.
Okay. So roll your 5d8.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Goes so well last time.
23. That's not bad.
23.
okay.
So your sleep spell goes off, and these little creatures start falling to the ground one by one by one. Every one of the creatures inside of this radius falls to the soggy swamp floor, detaching themselves from people it's attached to, and they're all taking a quiet little nap.
Oh yes. I will then be taking a step back to between Kaelin and Margaret, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. So Hatum, you notice Gil casting the spell, and the one that was attached to your neck just bloop, plops down into the swamp.
I'm gonna look at Sigvard falling asleep, no, falling unconscious in the swampy waters. I'm gonna say, get up, Sigvard, by the light of the Luxon. And he's gonna cast Healing Word. Let's see. It's a bonus action. So,
Nice.
6. So you're still lying down in the swamp water, but you are not dying. And the creatures have fallen off your neck as well.
I'm dying inside now.
and then Hatum is gonna move up to this thing and just walk in front and just shine a bright light from his hands and cast Sacred Flame on the...
Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna help Sigvard get up and dust him off so he's nice and clean when he stands up.
Okay. So you pull him back to his feet and dust him down, and yeah, looking slightly better. Okay, nice.
Thank you, bud. the water in the hair, that's not gonna be tested up. Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Okay, Kalen.
Right. He's gonna. Kalen's gonna run up to this bug up here, and he's gonna also applaud both Jill and Hatum for their magic usage. He's really impressed with your ability so far, and he's gonna try to attack this bug with his longsword.
Okay.
I don't think D&D Beyond Ridge. Oh, never mind.
Hey.
But I don't think D&D Beyond recognizes one of the perks. I've chosen Duelist, so it should be up. It says +4 at the moment, but I think it should be a +6 because Duelist adds +2 if you're only equipping a weapon in one hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just keep that in mind for later.
Okay. Regardless, your first attack roll of the campaign. Tore it and whoosh, it goes wide. Okay. And it just so happens that the one creature that's awake and is not asleep and is not dead is the one right next to you. So it comes right back at you. That was a natural 20.
Really?
Take that.
Oh my god.
And
Not so cocky now.
Gotta put a saddle on these mosquitoes.
it's not showing me damage weird. But that's 2d4 plus 3. So 8 points of damage as it and
That
is attached.
stings.
It is attached to your leg, to your neck. So 8 points of damage. I don't know why the damage didn't come through. Okay, Sigvard.
Well, I will carefully whip out my mirror and ask Cadus to hold it. You okay with it?
I'll hold his mirror.
Thank you. And then I will take out the comb, start to picking out stuff from my hair, take out my bigger handkerchief to dry it off, and that's gonna be my action, just sorting out my hair that was swallowed in this mud water.
As poor old Katoon is having the life literally sucked out of him. You've spent an action making yourself look better. Amber!
Yes.
There's lots of people that are hurt. Fortunately, I can only heal one person at a time. Instead, I'm gonna come up here and try to claw at the one attached to Kaylin.
Sure, using Primal Savagery again. Your claws get in the game. You tend to swipe this thing in two. This time, the attack goes wide. 9 is a miss. Okay. These Sturges
Sorry, Kaylin.
are asleep. But notice you're helping Kaylin as he's got this big mosquito thing attached to his neck. Now, what does Gil do?
Gil really wants to get out of this, as well as he's used his sleep spell a lot, but he hasn't really like tested the limits to it. He feels like comfortable using it, but he doesn't feel comfortable as to counting seconds in his head. So he will take out his dagger and will walk over to the one here by Cadus, I would say, and then just stick it with my dagger, assuming that it's sleeping. I don't know if it's.
Make
Can
an
I
attack-
just
You can make an attack roll at advantage.
you? How do I do that again?
See the shift or control on D&D. Ah, there we go. Now here's the thing. You also get an automatic crit on it. So roll damage, and you can make it a critical hit.
Can you also hold the shift button when clicking damage? Will that automatically, like do a crit?
I'm not sure. So.
If you right click on the damage, you can choose crit damage.
Ah,
Thanks. Cool.
there you go. Good to know. I didn't know that one.
So that was a wonderful 6
A wonderful
damage.
six is enough to destroy these sleeping.
Wonderful. And I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have one movement left, so I'll just move there. Hello, my turn.
Cadus.
Staying safely back, I will attempt to shoot the one that is still attached to Kalen's neck.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit.
Here we go.
Kalen, the one on your neck is skewered and it falls to the ground dead. And as they are all asleep, we're out of combat order.
And I will walk around and skewer all the ones on the ground that are asleep.
Okay, I won't make you roll for it. It's easy enough to do. I mean, they have 2 hit points. So if you hit them, it's kind of impossible not to hit them because it's going to be an automatic crit. So, yeah. So you go through and you put the rest of these creatures out of their misery.
I mean, they were quite deadly. Like, out of character, they were quite badass for little mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
Pesky
Yeah,
creature.
I was really nervous.
Well, they're tricky
Wow.
when they attach onto your neck because then they do the automatic damage.
I'll walk over to Kayla and Amber. I'm like, so I heard you. Yeah, why not? Hey, I heard you like speak earlier about like the spiders not really being the spiders from where you came from. Is it a similar situation with the mosquitoes, or are these kind of your just normal garden variety mosquito that you see where you're from?
Well, I do believe we have bigger variants as well, but I don't really care about animals, to be honest. I think it's more Amber's
Oh,
field of research, so to say.
what do you think about
We
animals
figured
before we?
most of them are well-meaning, except the spiders when they're really mean to you and they attack you out of nowhere, even when you try and talk to them.
So nothing against the love bites of these mosquitoes.
They're huge. Have you seen them? I've seen birds that are smaller than these things.
Uh, fair enough. Amber, you've got quite the knowledge about animals. It sounds like. Do they normally come in bigger packs than this? Like, is this an area that we should go out and move? Is there a mama mosquito? Like, what would you say?
I don't know about here, but tend to collect in swarms back home.
And no mama mosquito. No.
Probably several moms. That's how they reproduce.
I don't know. I've heard stories down Naked Genres about people. So, that's a whole different joke on its own. But yeah, all right. Sounds like we can get moving. I quite like you.
Before you start moving again, she'll hand each of the party members a little cherry.
Ooh,
Here you go.
what is this?
If you eat that, you should feel better today.
No, is this real berry or is it like magic made? I've heard the magic made ones are having too many sugars in them. I don't know how that goes for your skin, really.
They taste really good, and they'll fill you up for the entire day.
Okay, I'll just get a better night mask. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'll save this one for supper.
I,
Of course, functionally they're good berries, so eating them will, yes, get you fed up for the day, but also restore a hit point.
Gil's already like went for that guy and is so thankful. Like, Amber, that was amazing. Like, I don't know what variant it is. I have no idea what the origin is, but oh my goodness, that was great. Do you know the way from here, Amber? You got us pretty far, so far.
It should be this direction. I think we're pretty close now. Yeah, how many do I make? It's 10, so I have enough. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so you start heading off again. Somebody mentioned something about a mama mosquito.
Hmm.
It just
Gets
took me.
even bigger. No mama mosquito. No mama mosquito.
Sucking like a hose pipe.
So, you press on through the Broken Vow Marsh under the confident leadership of Amber. Confident navigation, anyway, at the very least. And just as the sun is about to set, the sun sets, and then in about an hour or so, you push through the swamp, and you make it to the Black Obelisk. And what you see is... So firstly, the thing that is perhaps most helpful to Sigvard is nothing else. It's on a little bit of a mossy knoll that rises out of the swamp. And it's a lot drier than other areas of the swamp. And rising out of this mossy knoll is a curious standing stone at its center. It's a jagged 8-foot tall monolith of black rock. And the stone is laced with veins of crystal that shimmer with a strange light.
Is this what you all were looking for?
It does look mighty powerful, doesn't it? I believe this might be the artifact.
It looks like a stone. I mean, they're sturdy, yeah, but are stones really a power? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Have you seen what diamonds do to a wife? I mean, stones hold power.
Oh, diamonds, crystals, yes, but a stone? I don't think people would value it. I mean, would you take a chip of it? Would you really sell it? I'm pretty sure where I'm from, they'll just laugh at you. But
As you're having this conversation, the clouds above you part momentarily. And the moon that isn't Rudius, I forget the name of it. If anybody's really geeky, they could tell me.
Arthur. See.
Arthur comes through just for a moment, parting through the clouds, and you see the moonlight land on this obelisk, and the obelisk starts glowing with its like whitish blue light shooting about a 5-foot radius around it. And then the moon, the clouds cover up the moon once again, and it stops glowing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone good at this kind of magic stuff? I can do something. Hatum's gonna start ritual casting Detect Magic on himself.
Okay. You cast. You spend the 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you spend 10 minutes ritually casting the Detect Magic, and it does come across with an aura of divination magic from the obelisk.
Are there any runes on this obelisk? Like, I see like veins of crystal, but are there any like written runes on it?
Yeah, I'm curious about that as well.
Okay, both of you can make me Arcana checks as opposed to Perception. Arcana checks.
Arcana. Let's go for the natural one once more. Even nearly as good.
Yeah. Both of you look closely. You don't see any runes, anything that would indicate an arcane magic anyway.
I'm hating this exhaustion.
So,
But-
since this reacted to moon, can I try to touch it and actually pray, do a prayer? Since it's clearly reacted to moonlight, it might not work, might work.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you notice Cadus takes a seat leaning against this obelisk, this crystal. No ill effects. And who was that? Was that Gil going up to check it out?
In terms of the ruins,
Someone said they wanted to go up and touch it. Who was that?
I'm touching it and making a prayer to my goddess.
Okay. So you go on and touch it. It's slightly warm to the touch, which strikes you as odd because it's an obelisk. It should be cold to the touch. And you feel that, yeah, you're getting some type of connection for your goddess. You might need to spend a bit more time with the stone, but something's happening.
I would do like a proper prayer that I got taught years ago, probably.
And as you start praying, being connected to the stone, you feel like maybe if you spent a good hour doing that, something might happen. You feel that the presence of your God just getting more and more and more.
I would just say everybody to if you give me some time, we might get to something. Maybe actually the stone holds some power. You might have been actually right, Jalon. Jalen, sorry. I know that's what your name was. But yeah, I'll just let me just pray to my goddess. I think we figure it out.
No.
Well, if we're
Oh.
gonna be here a while, I mean, this does seem to be rising out of the marsh a good bit. Do we want to try to take a short rest while you're praying?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I know it's up to DM, I think.
Sure, if you want to take a short rest, you can. Keep in mind it's the end of the day.
Do we want to rest here?
I guess we could take a rest. I think Kalen also would like to try to touch the obelisk. Like, if he has come all this way from Marquet, I think, yeah, at least he would like to try to inspect it some more than just, oh, I didn't understand the runes. I'll ignore it for now.
Sure.
So he's not really that religious, but he wants to try to see if he can get some connection to the magical forces that are within or something like that.
Sure. Just firstly, though, does
I
when
think,
you're praying Sigvard, do you say the name of your deity? Do you mention the name?
No, but I guess if you roll a good religion, I might tell you.
Okay, so Gil, roll a religion check.
Oh yeah.
As-
Hatu's gonna be interested in as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saw a crescent moon earlier, which I also carry. So I don't know if that helps at all within this, but a religion check.
Yep.
Okay, which is still a disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh.
Still.
Ah, no, you're kidding me.
Oh man, you both of you have no clues. You're gonna get a
Okay.
wah for that. Okay. Kalen, you place your hand on the stone and try and reach out to the deities and stuff you believe in. You get absolutely nothing. Amber, however, when you place your hand on it, you feel some type of connection. I'm not sure whether it was nature itself or with a goddess or a god that you worship. But you feel some type of connection, and you feel once again, if you spent a good hour along with this Amber, you would get something.
Yeah, is it clear that some of them kind of connect to the obelisk and other people kind of just gets a cold shoulder?
Yeah, I mean, you see Amber and Sigvard getting into it, and you see Kalen just getting frustrated and giving up.
That's interesting. Gil at first didn't really care for this, but now there's a a possibility of inclusivity, and now he's quite interested and keen since people might be out of the loop. So he'll also kind of slowly wander and stretch his hand out for the rock and yeah, see where the coin falls.
Okay, so yeah, you reach out your hand to the rock and you get nothing.
Yeah, just a rock. Go back to Cadus and yeah, mock all the people standing at the rock.
Okay, is anybody else trying, or are you just leaving it to Sigvard and Amber?
Are
Just
they
observe.
gonna spend an hour to try to commute with the stone?
Yep,
Amber
Okay.
is.
Amber. Yeah, yep. I have Amber
Me and Sigvard.
and Sigvard at the moment, communing with the stone. Anybody else?
I think I'll just Kalen will just try to make some more sense of the runes. Spend an hour to see if he can
Sure.
get some information out of it.
Okay. So, as Sigvard and Amber continue to meditate, the rest of you kind of waiting for these weirdo religious people to do whatever the hell they're doing. You look around and you notice that there's some fragments that have fallen off the obelisk on the ground around it. When the moonlight picked up, I'll say you kind of notice these little fragments around the place. And you notice 3 of these fragments on the ground.
Are the fragments really huge? Is it possible to lift them up? Or
Oh yeah, they're small. They'd fit in the palm of your hand quite comfortably.
okay. Is it possible to try to see where the pieces would fit back on the obelisk?
Make an investigation check.
Who else is not commuting with the obelisk? Jill?
Me, Cadus.
Yeah, Gil.
Okay.
Gil's also there.
I think I would ask the others as well to try to help me make sense of these pieces.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been throwing stones since I was young. I guess I can do it again.
Okay.
Where do you want me to throw a stone?
Uh, I think it's like these pieces of the obelisk that has fallen off. So we're gonna try to see if we can place these pieces back on the obelisk to make it more whole or intact.
Oh, that's quite wholesome. A little natural, a little natural
I guess
mind
that's
games.
the
I
point,
love it.
right?
All right, all right. I guess I pick up a piece of rock and see whether I can play puzzle with the obelisk in front of me.
Okay, make an investigation check as well as you try and put the pieces back. So working together with Kalen, you do find spots for 2 of the 3 fragments. And as you kind of get close to it, and you see the exact crack in the line, almost like snaps in as if it was a magnet. And you give it a little tug, and you think you can pull the fragment out again, but at the moment it's snapped into the place as if by a magnetic force.
Well, damn, son. That's sus. That's sus.
Oh, that's interesting, right?
Who's next? Do it again. Do it again.
Are there still more pieces left?
No.
Okay.
So 2 are snapped back in the obelisk, and 1 you're just holding.
And we can't see any obvious place where the last piece would fit in the obelisk?
Nope.
Okay. Would we sense something if we try to touch the obelisk this time? With the new pieces placed on the obelisk?
You're more than welcome to try.
Yeah, Kalen would like to try.
Nada.
Hmm.
Okay, so we'll say while you're mucking around with the pebbles, I'm going to switch our attention back to Sigvard. Actually, Sigvard, do you want to pop over to voice channel 2? Let's have a brief conversation there.
Sure.
Okay, Sigvard. So as you spend an hour, you find yourself getting closer and closer to the deity, and you feel like I'm not sure. She is giving you some guidance, and you think closely, and you think that you could ask her some questions now, and you'll either get a yes or a no answer. It's almost your goddess is saying, sweet Sigvard, I will guide you as best I can. Ask me a question. 3 questions you may ask, and I will answer honestly to the best of my ability, either yes or no. Just out of interest, Sigvard, who does Sigvard worship?
I think we agreed on Sahanin. Sorry, Sanahin. I forgot how to pronounce that.
Yes.
So that's why I thought it's Moon, because her sign is literally Moon.
Yep, I remember that now. So this works as a theme as well, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you ask?
Oh God. Well, first of all, Sigvard would ask, will he be able to soon resupply his cosmetic kit? That's a very important question for Sigvard.
Will you soon be able to replenish?
Yeah, like with oils, etc. Just because I'm running
back,
out.
Sweet, sweet Sigvard, you are the epitome of one of my worshippers. You are beautiful, you are handsome, you are amazing. But I'm afraid to say, in the near term, no, you will not be resupplying.
Okay. It's fine. Second, less irrelevant, but because other would need to know. Is there... Oh God, I forgot her name. Belacor?
Balbara.
Welbar. Sorry, I don't know why I thought that. Is she in for adventure held currently?
Yes, Balbara is in Fort Venture.
Balbara is in for adventure. Is she held... Balbara, thank you, sorry. Is she held captive?
Yes, she is held captive.
Okay.
And with that,
Well,
the vision fades. And that's your 3 questions. So back to
okay.
voice channel.
Good.
Or someone dangerous?
Okay. Amber, would you mind coming to voice channel 2 for a moment, please?
Certainly.
So first question, does Amber worship nature itself, or is there a goddess or a god in particular that she worships?
Put under faith that she basically worships and follows nature spirits.
Okay, great. So as you finish your ritualistic meditation on the stone, your vision clears up for a second, and you see yourself praying down. It's almost like an out-of-body experience. and you see all these sparrows, which you haven't seen before in the swamp, and all these butterflies start circling all around you as you hover around there. And you hear little wisps almost on the wind going into your ear. And it's saying, sweet Amber, we can help you predict the future. Ask us questions 3, and we will respond as honestly as we can. But please, yes or no questions. And these butterflies, the sparrows, and the hummingbirds continue to hover around you. So 3 questions, yes or no.
His first question, is my family still alive?
The birds continue to swim around you, and you hear whispers in your ear. Yes, 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 yes. Your family is still alive. Two more questions.
If I continue with Caleb and these others, will I be able to meet them?
You see the hummingbirds and the butterflies, and they're almost slightly colliding into each other, and they come back with an ambiguous, unclear.
One more question. Is the diviner currently at Fort Venture?
Yes.
I think the group said it was like. Okay.
Her name's Bulbara.
I go with the Bulbara.
Yep.
Is Bulbara currently in Fort Venture?
Yeah. And the butterflies and the hummingbirds whisper yes into your ears. And then they all kind of land on you, and they gently lower you down and turn you into your own body again. And that's where the vision ends. So let's pop back
And
to the
as
other...
they're lowering it back down, she, thank you very much.
Awesome. So let's go back to voice channel, the other voice channel.
Better taking care of themselves. Like, I can't stress it too much. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm one
He's
of
saying
the...
you're dirty. You're gross, Skill.
Thank you, Cadis. Yes, I will agree with that.
With that, he becomes kind of self-conscious of how he's feeling, and he takes his hands and he rubs the gold tips of his horns to just shine a little bit more, trying to get some dignity. But taking it quite hard.
Just accept yourself. It's okay to accept. It's just some gods not gonna accept it. It just doesn't go through.
Does mean maybe I should give up on her?
You can try your best. Naturally, there's always a chance. I mean, I can give you a good procedure to go in through. Maybe eventually get rid of some of those spores I already counted through 2 nights. But it's okay. It's nothing major.
Oh, Gil,
Yeah, I'll go.
have you heard about the Luxon, perchance? Scoots closer as he senses doubt.
Tell me more. Apparently, my little moon deity doesn't give a shit. So tell me more about this. I'd like to hear more. Like maybe like a summary a bit later.
Hatum's going to give you a little sermon about all the Luxon came before all the others, and how all the deities are merely pretenders of the one true force, the light in the universe. Yeah, and the possibility of rebirth and stuff like that. Yeah.
The Gil will be taking notes. This sounds like great stuff for lore. So he'll be taking notes of this.
I'm not sure what you guys were saying when I was away with Amber there, but Amber and Sigvard both come out of their trances, so let's just pick it up from there. What do you do?
So you guys finally done. How was it?
Well, if you're asking about the monolith, it was terrible. My goddess, she told me I will not be able to resupply my kid anytime soon when I ask her. So that was awful news, but sorry, I'm getting emotional here. It's gonna be fine. Eventually, I will get it sorted out, and I will get more for you, Gil, too. I'll give you a free sample, even. Other than that, I've heard about Bulbara, that she is in Fort Venture and she's held active. Active? Captive. That's what I meant, sorry.
Doing a little yoga.
Yeah, I'm just emotionally destroyed right now. I need to, get my vibes back and put some oils. But that's after. But yeah, she's held captive within the Fort Venture.
Well, I guess we could take a little rest here for this evening and continue on there. But how would we? Those are Dwendalian soldiers. Uh, how
Oh,
should we deal with them?
I mean, look at me. What you mean?
Oh, you can talk your way in, you think?
I am Dwendalian noble. We talked about it earlier as well. I don't understand what is so hard to comprehend. They're probably gonna bow and they're gonna serve me as a peasants should.
Are
No,
you
that's
sure?
good.
You haven't bathed in several days, Sig.
You've got pretty hair, but like a forgettable face.
You're
Like, I don't
fairly
know.
smelly. It's been a few days now. You stink.
Now I do not stink yet. I still have my oils on. Okay, I applied them correctly. So don't tell me I'm stinking. Am I looking dirty? I know that. You don't need to pinpoint it, okay? Whew, okay, sorry. Regardless, I have my crest still. I still am the noble. My house is still noble. Dwendalian, respect the nobles. We're not some savages like. Okay, I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna be nice. Ziggy, be nice, yeah. Just they're gonna respect me.
Well, if you can avoid bloodshed, that is very fine.
Definitely.
Do you think you could convince them to let Mogred in?
Oh, uh, I would say he's my slave. I mean, clearly I'm a skillful warrior. I could capture a simple hobgoblin. Come on.
Are you gonna ask him if he's okay with that?
Isn't he like next to me?
He is. He's glaring at you. This is an interesting tactic. Back in Urizen, we used to call this the Chewbacca play. Not sure why it's called the Chewbacca play, but there it is. Let's assume that it goes 100% well. You talk your way into Fort Venture. You bring us... and I think, fortunately, the way that we are, none of us are obviously from the, like a Khartoum. Like, you could be from anywhere, right? Could be from the Dwalian Empire, could be Jorhas, could be from anywhere. Same thing with Gil. Same thing with Callan. And the rest of you, I think, good enough. That it's not necessarily with us Jorhas. But assuming you get us in, what then? Oh, please can we have Bulbara, please? And then take her out.
Not please, I will demand her release. It's gonna be very simple. I have authority, and they will respect my authority.
Okay, Cartman. Let's assume that this works. What if it goes wrong, though?
Well, then it comes to you guys, because you're pretty good at stealing. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to racial profile or anything. It's just what I've heard. But, well, I've heard hobgoblins are just sneaky, okay? It's a positive thing. Regardless, I think we can then cause some distractions within the camp, as after all, we'll be inside of it. There are certain ways. I myself will not be able to be involved too much, but we can play that out. They will probably trust me for certain. Maybe not with authority and stuff, but that should work. But if not, we work it out. Unless somebody has any other plan.
Well,
I mean, we could always try to sneak in.
I'm good at sneaking. I I do like the shadows. The flash is nice. Like, don't get me wrong, Siggy, flash is nice, but I gotta do a little sneaky.
maybe we should just investigate, do a little recon before we go charging in with any type of plan. Let's see what the question is first.
How far, Amber? How far is Fort Venture more or less from here? I can't really remember from near sight and all.
Assuming it's by the cliffside, it looks like it's probably another couple hours from here.
If we leave at the break of day, we can reach her like after lunches, or is it a more of a late afternoon? Have to camp again before we can do a recon.
If we leave at first light, we'd probably make it just after lunch.
Cool.
Just to note, if you did go to the cliffside and then head south from the cliffside, you're going to make it a lot quicker time by sticking to the side of the cliff. So you could get there, maybe 2 o'clock, something like that. If you left first thing.
That's not bad. But for now, we still need cover for the night, right? Or what's the current time at?
Oh, it's dusk was about an hour ago.
Okay. Did somebody maybe see like a place where we can set up camp? It feels like this obelisk is something that people would wander to, and I don't really want to get people to wander us.
It is above the swamp, which makes it dry.
That's true. That's true. Sick. Feels like you're a little bit more picky than the rest of us. What do you think?
About which one, sorry?
Like, are we bedding down here for the day, or did I misunderstand? Sorry, did I misunderstand the time of day right now?
No, it's time to do a long rest. And the question
Yeah.
is asking, you're on dry land, so it's by an obelisk. That's kind of a bit weird, but it's on dry land, so you want to be sleeping in swampy water.
Okay.
Maybe
good.
Siggy and Amber's goddesses can protect us.
Oh, my gods will protect me for sure. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about me too much. It's gonna be fine.
We don't.
See, she's just messing. Of course I worry. Not for you. Of course I worry.
I'm down to rest here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So I need to dash in a minute to pick up my kids from school. But just
Cool.
a quick couple of things before we go. Who's taking the first watch?
I'll do it.
I also wouldn't mind jumping in on the first one. Apparently Gil shouldn't take a watch later, because he just falls asleep.
Or alone. Yeah.
Yeah, or alone.
Who is that? Kill and Cadus are taking the first watch?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to take first watch. So that's we'll end it. As I say, very firm deadline. Otherwise, my kids will think, we're abandoned. So I got a dash, but thank you very much for coming along. Nice to have you with us, Amber, and toured and played with you before, but very good. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward
Nice
to
to
it.
meet you.
Take care.
Nice session.
Well.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.